All right, we are live. How's it going, everybody, tonight? This is a impromptu stream. I planned on having it be a John Wick watch party, but I could not find the DVD. I must have lend that to somebody, had them borrow it, so I don't know where that is at the moment. So Jaws was next on the list for me to watch, so this is going to be a Jaws watch party. Everybody's wanted me to see Jaws, and I just watched it today, and I was hoping to have a panel with me right now, but everybody seems to be doing something tonight, so I know that one or two people will come on in a little bit, but if you have Jaws at home, just put it in. I'm about to start it in a minute, so I'll update in the chat the time that we're at every now and then, because I have it on Netflix. That's where I have it. You can do it on Netflix. I don't know if it's available anywhere else, like on Hulu or anywhere else, but I'm just going to kick us off and start it. How's it going tonight? Boarding it up, SoCal snowboarder. This is the first time I've had like nobody in here and nobody in the panel. This is a first timer for that. Yeah, Flipp Doubt's going to be joining me in a little bit, I think, and sent out a link to quite a few people, so it might get packed in here. It might go from completely empty to getting packed. And also other people have been streaming for a little bit, so they might be getting off their streams soon as well. I didn't know so many people were going to stream tonight. It's just a random Thursday night, so wasn't quite sure of that. But as far as Jaws goes, like when I was watching it, I think I'm going to save some of that commentary for later. But I mean, the opening seems kind of, I think I've seen the opening before, so that didn't surprise me. And I know, of course, the story of Jaws isn't like it's a secret or anything. Big shark, people got to fight it. They're on the boat. We need a bigger boat. Hey, Drunk 3PO, what's up, man?
What is this madness?
Thank you for joining me. Jesus Christ, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, man, I'm doing a watch party with nobody is not a party. That's just a lone man watching a movie by himself talking live.
Are you watching Jaws?
Yeah.
Dude, that is one of my have you ever seen it?
I just watched it right before this just now so that I can have it on mute while I get people in here and we could talk about it and talk about stuff.
It is like one of my all-time, I think it's one of the only perfect movies that I know.
Only one of the perfect, wow.
Like, I think it's a perfect, I hold that in very high regard. I think Jaws is a perfect movie.
That's some high praise.
Yeah, I think it's up there.
I think if it was just a little bit shorter, I think I'd have enjoyed it a little more. Or if I saw this in the theaters, maybe. Because at home,
I never saw it in the theater, even though I wanted to. They show it here in Orlando all the time, and then they show it. Like there's a lot of lakes around Central Florida, so they show it on an outside screen while people are sitting in on a boat or in like an inner tube watching it on a lake at night.
Okay, see, that might be more fun. You'd be getting adrenaline like subconsciously going.
Yeah, I would never, ever, ever do that in my life, ever.
Damn.
Like ever. Just because there's like alligators and stuff and all that stuff that's around here, so I would like never do that in my life.
Well, that makes sense. Definitely. If anybody is coming in now at the moment, I am at the 306 mark. It's on Netflix, so I mean it should be easily accessible and whatnot. Boarding it up in the chat says, yeah, it's a movie that still holds up even today. He says, I feel like this and OG Star Trek are what I keep in the same regard. I haven't seen Star Trek personally either, so I can't really comment on that.
I think some of the reasons why this movie, I don't know, came out perfect for me, and go ahead and stop me if you want to turn it back on, but it's I did a lot of I don't know, I saw it when I was a kid. It came out before I was born, but I saw it when I was a kid, and there was like a whole history of Steven Spielberg. It was like his first picture. He was over budget, and the shark never worked. So
yeah, I heard about that. That's why they don't show it until like the final
yeah,
act,
and
basically.
so it's like it forced Steven Spielberg to be creative on how people see the shark, and I think that's what I don't know. Like when you read that kind of stuff, he was like, the movie was supposed to be completely different. And when he did it with the so you're on the 3. So what part are you on right now?
I'm at the part where the chick's getting eaten alive, and she's like by the thing that floats. She's hung on to it. So that's the what was that? The 4:35
Oh, like you're
mark.
like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like at 4:40 right now.
Okay, so yeah, you're like at 4 minutes. Okay, but you watched it already, right?
Yeah,
The whole
I
thing.
just finished it like half hour ago.
Yeah, and so like the barrel scenes and all that other stuff was just ad-libbing. Like he had to like figure that all out on his own, and which I thought was like really cool. Like
Yeah,
that he
I think the limitations bring the best out of some people, because if it's just a free field, it's hard to even tell where to start. But it's like if you know your limits in it, you can make what's in it work. Like in a way that would be better than if you had just a complete open endless field. So
yeah,
I think that's how he shined.
and then Robert Shaw, who played Quint, he had major problems with Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw was like, because they filmed it on Martha's Vineyard, so like he didn't have the money to build any sets, which was another cool thing that they used like an actual town. And when he was like a heavy alcoholic, and he would drink and get drunk, and he would like he would like sleep with a bunch of girls, like local girls in the
Hell
community. So
yeah.
like the joke was is that he's fathered a bunch of kids over there at Martha's Vineyard, but like having to like bring him, like he was like half drunk like during that whole movie. And so like I don't know, the stories that come out of that film is just crazy. And like him and Rich Dreyfuss like hated each other. Like they couldn't wait. Like they were always fighting, and Spielberg just like he almost quit because he just couldn't keep everybody together. Like
Damn.
that's how crazy that, I guess that's right. I guess it's when you watch the film, I think about all that stuff that was put together in that film.
See, I mean,
Like everything they filmed, like even the house scenes when they're in the house, he had to use somebody's home that would let him use it because he didn't have the money to build anything or rent anything. Crazy. Crazy.
yeah, it is. Here, we address some people in the chat real quick. So
Oh, go ahead.
Border Town said, yeah, the shark kept breaking down. They got it to work twice, but only for like 10 to 15 minutes each. Damn. And Laura, the short story, is over here. She says she's out at dinner and she'll join after. Okay, yep, that's cool. That's cool. And she says, oh, she's a mod. Yeah, I made her mod a while ago. Tried to make sure I had like the 3 or 4 main mods on here.
Oh,
And
definitely.
Jerry McCoolberry, I haven't seen you around here. What's up, buddy? And he says, hey, how's it going, rookie? So what's up, man? And we're boarding it up says Spielberg got really frustrated because the over 1-ton shark cost such a huge portion of the budget too. Yeah, probably. I mean, it did kind of look like it was just kind of floating there when they're having it in some of the shots, but the way that they frame it and the way that they have the actors reacting to it kind of sell it in and of itself.
Agree.
And I mean, that's the one thing I was kind of looking at too, because I know that he was limited on a lot of things, and he does really good at making you feel it. Like even the dead body of the first girl, they don't even show the body. They show like an arm, and that's it. But they like have a bunch of crabs all over the body and a bunch of other stuff covering it up. So I don't even know if he had an actual body there or not.
No,
It's
it's
just
crazy. And he just filled it with like hermit crabs. And then that first scene was the shark was supposed to be shown on the first scene. And when it didn't work, so the girl who she tells her story in that too, they actually broke 2 of her ribs, because what they did was they put her in the water and they had 2 pulleys, and 2 men were pulling her one way and 2 men were pulling. So underneath all that, like there's 2 ropes like pulling in different directions while they're like, yeah. And so one of them, I guess they pulled wrong and they broke her ribs in the middle of that scene, 2 of her ribs. And so it's just incredible. Yeah. Like how, like nowadays, like that would all be CGI computer.
pretty much it. They take all these easy routes now. They just go, oh, we'll just, computer it in there. And it's like, I think having it not in there and, having to work around a problem is much more innovating than just seeing them, you know, oh, we'll just cover it up, we'll just paint over it, we'll just add it in. You know, I'm starting to kind of get that these days. It's like, you know, that the more you just try to add into it, the worse it gets. But when you're limited and you use what you have and try to make it work, just damn.
Oh, I agree. And I think that was my problem with the last Indiana Jones film, The Crystal Skull. I think they just let CGI like fill in all the holes.
They could just sit back and kind of,
Right.
we'll get all the filming done, and then we'll just, you know, have our guys insert some shit, and there you go.
That's what I think. It looked like they just filmed it in a room. But like the other Indiana Jones movies and Jaws, it just was filmed like real sets, real people, real things. Yeah, in the chat, the art of building tension that Spielberg shows off here has been lost in new films. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess when you're actors and you're mad at another actor that you got to be in the scene with, that could really come out well on film.
Well, it's like, I'll admit, like just having watched this, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite films, but I will give it one of the best credits for being the most. It feels real-ish, like you said, it's a real town, and just everything they're kind of doing just kind of seems real-ish. I mean, especially the people's behavior. Seems.
Yeah, see,
like,
that was
you
the
know,
other thing. He didn't have the budget, so they put up signs, "Hey, you want to be in a film?" like free. And
yeah.
so almost all the extras were just people hanging out that lived there. And so
it just feels like that. It doesn't feel like there's extras doing stupid things in the back. There's extras being normal people standing around.
Yeah,
like,
watching,
anyway.
exactly. And so like there's moments where, I mean, my gosh, I know too much about this film. It's disgusting. You picked the right person, that's for sure. There's there's moments on the beach scenes where the beach is crowded in and they bring all these people. You could like literally see like people just laughing and like just out of place if you slow it down. They showed a lot of that in the behind the scenes where they literally had to like ask people to leave because they were making faces in the camera. They were putting the middle finger up in the camap, and they were just like, "Come on, man, we're really trying to make a film here."
Well, nowadays they just shove a stick up their friend's ass and go, hey, "Look at this, and that's funny." You know, if they're extras. Let's be glad it's not made today. But yeah, I feel like if it was made today, or what am I saying, made today? Of course, they try to make shark things today. They try to make it look bigger and, you know, more ridiculous and do more ridiculous things, as to where this is like just all the effect of it. The last 40 minutes is the whole time they're fighting the shark.
I know, and so that's weird. The movie takes a turn where it's like small town boat, then you're in a boat.
Yeah, which I think I kind of like that in a way. I mean, because other films, like, we shouldn't use The Last Jedi as anything, but it's like it just bounces all around. It's like here, it's like one location, another location, boom, and you're with the character. You're with the characters, and that's it. Like, you know, and the monster isn't even visible for most of it. It's the effect of the monster. It's the music that plays when it's close. Like, so anytime you hear it, you go, oh, okay, that's what's happening now. It's not a fake one or nothing. It's not there. But I liked too when that one guy gets dragged in the water at night when they're trying to hunt for it a little bit, and it like pulls them off the dock with the tire that they attach to it, and like it turns around and goes toward them. You can see from the wood or whatever going toward them. That just reminds me of Tremors, which I think Tremors got some of their ideas from Jaws.
I think a lot. Yeah, I agree with you. But see, that was another scene where they're like, the shark's not ready. What are you going to do? And they're like, oh, well, I guess we can make the dock float after him. And the whole time Spielberg in interviews, he was just like, this ain't going to work. Like, people are going to be like upset that they don't see the shark. For some reason in his mind, he was like, we got to show the shark because that's what's selling the movie. And you don't see the shark till literally like near the end, you know, when it kind of pops up. And when Chief Brody's like throwing the dead fish over to chum for the fish, and
that's the first time you actually. I think they show its back once. Before
they show like little clips when and then that's another also movie where like a little kid gets killed.
Yeah, that I believe was like a big tone setter, because it's like, especially if you're a kid watching it, it goes, oh shit, like the kid's not even safe, so anything's game.
That and see, that was other groundbreaking too, is because usually children were off limits. Children and animal were off limits in movies. They didn't kill kids or animals. And in that scene alone, the dog is dead, and then
Yeah.
the dog dies, and you don't really see that, but then the kid gets eaten, and it's pretty crazy.
See, right now I'm at the 15 mark right now, 14 minutes, 15 seconds. And just watching, I forgot the main character's name. Oh my God. Who's the chief? Did he have a name? Or was he just Chief?
Chief Brody.
Chief Brody. Yeah, he's sitting on the beach watching everybody. This is after the girl was dead and whatnot. And he's just sweating. Just sweating big time, like as he's watching everybody, you know, and everybody looks like they might be in danger, but then nope, just wait another minute and they're okay, I guess. And no, I guess you're right. I don't remember the dog dying, but yeah, they saw the log that he was playing with was floating out there. I guess that's
one path. The chat
that was. I don't remember that.
Drunk 3PO, when are you going to talk about Shaw's alcoholism? I was going to add in, he was also dodging the IRS during the shoot. Yeah, I mentioned that early on. If you weren't in that. Robert Shaw was an alcoholic during the film, and he was drinking heavily throughout the whole film. So Richard Dreyfuss was always angry with him. Spielberg even quoted several times that there were certain days that they couldn't find him, and they found him in like he always had a bunch of girls in his hotel room, and he would stay at and he was just a mess. Like because in his heart he felt that Jaws was not going to be. That it wasn't a blockbuster.
It's just a little B movie, a little nothing.
and so he was just enjoying his time at Martha's Vineyard, just living it up.
Right.
So it's crazy. And so imagine having to manage all that. You have Richard Dreyfuss, who is the young actor at the time, trying to be extremely professional. You have Robert Shaw, who is the seasoned actor, who is supposed to be professional but is not. And then you have Chief Brody, who's played by oh my gosh, it'll lose me. Somebody tell me in the chat who is Chief Brody.
Salty's in the chat. He'll probably know. And the other guy, boarding it up, seems to know quite a bit as well. I'm glad you guys are here for this. I didn't think that I'd get just people as knowledgeable on it watching.
He wasn't originally cast for the film. It was actually Tom Selleck. I think it was a young Tom Selleck. It was a young someone, yeah, and he actually bumped into Steven Spielberg and said, "Put me in this movie."
He's like, "Put me in." How old was Spielberg? Was this?
He was very young. This was his
first big movie. To have a few other small movies before this or anything?
Yeah, this was his big. This was a big one. This was a big one. So.
Well, yeah, all I can say is that I have a lot more respect.
Oh, Roy Schneider. Thank you, Joe. Roy Schneider. That's right. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Roy Schneider was actually signed to do 3 films. Actually, he was signed to do 2 Jaws films. They wanted to bring him back for Jaws 4 just to die in the beginning, but he turned it down. So he did Jaws 1 and he did Jaws 2, and Jaws 3 was kind of like it was filmed at SeaWorld here in Florida where I live, and we don't talk about that Jaws movie very much.
Okay, yeah, Proper Jeremy wanted to do a watch party with all the Jaws ones, and I'm like, I just watched the first one, and I know that the other ones, I've heard all the stories about how they're really weird afterward. So
yeah,
I don't know.
If you stay on the first one is the best one. The other ones don't even compare. The other ones don't even compare.
Was there another one where a shark is out for revenge, like trying to
that was Jaws 4. The shark
or something?
Yeah, the shark chases the family all the way to the Bahamas.
Oh my god!
And yeah, it turns into one of those.
It's like just don't go in the water. No, we got to be in the water.
You're just kind of like. Wow, whatever. I think if they made a Jaws movie today, it would be very similar to what we saw in the movie The Shallows. If you saw that movie, very heavy CGI.
I saw the trailer for that one. That's where the girl gets stranded on the little bell thing, and it's like she's kind of close to shore, but it's still in deep waters, and she's bleeding or something. And there's sharks nearby. Oh, hey, Flipp.
Yeah, and so that
I can barely hear you, Flipp, if you have your volume on.
Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Okay.
Yeah, Salty brought up a good one that Jaws 19 was actually being filmed in Back to the Future Part 2 in 3D. So they had a Jaws 19 that cameoed in Back to the Future Part 2 that was in 3D. Jaws 3 was actually in 3D, and it was that horrible red and blue 3D.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw that.
the one that wasn't 3D, it just changes colors and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I saw that in the theater. It was pretty horrendous.
A little cringy.
You probably go blind. I can't remember, like after wearing those glasses for an hour.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. Hey Flipp, we're watching Jaws. We are at the about the 19 and a half mark, just about.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll listen in, man. No biggie. I can be here for about an hour and hang out and talk. I've watched it 1,000 times.
I gotcha.
Great movie.
It looks like Salty's got a fan in the chat. Kojima Lannister. Yeah, he says he's a big fan of Salty. Q. Nice. Yeah, Flipp. I assume you've seen Jaws, Flipp, because I'm the only one who hasn't seen any classic films. So.
Right. That's right.
And what'd you think of it?
Oh man, it's great. I love the on the boat with Richard Dreyfuss and I can't remember the guy who was in that Lone Wolf Chopper movie.
Drunk is the
Roy Schneider. Roy
Schneider. That's right. Freaking great acting there. And then they've got that one guy who's got the cigar in his mouth, the weird hat on.
Robert Shaw.
That's right. Yep. Freaking awesome movie. I wish I had it. I'd put it right in. But
did you see it in theaters when it came out? I forget when this actually was released and how old you are, so I don't know if it was a game in theaters when you were a kid or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was in theaters. I remember my mom and dad went. It was rated R or PG-13 or something. I was just way young, so they didn't let me go because
it's rated PG, and they wanted to push it to R, but they convinced them into leaving it a PG rating. And it came out, I think, in 1977. So
that sounds about right. I think based on the look of the film, the quality anyway.
Yeah. So some interesting facts is that the guy who wrote the book actually appears in the film. He appears in the film, and he played the reporter after the shark attack. And so that was fun fact for no reason. It took a lot longer to make. It took 159 days. I'm just reading a couple that I just pulled up. Yeah, like I said earlier, it was filmed in Martha's Vineyard, and the shark weighed more than a ton, and they couldn't keep it floating in the water.
Yeah, it looked like it was sinking the whole time, pretty much.
I love that shark. Yeah, it's neat.
But yeah, I'll say it is better than I thought as far as looking at it, because everybody gives it so much hype for how good it is. And I was like, okay, of course. But I looked at it. No, I mean, on a film aspect, definitely really good. And I do like how the characters tell it too. I mean, the reactions, the guys, they're like, oh no, we just want to have some money. The kid might have got killed, but we got a shark, so we're good. And and then the guy with I forgot his name now too. I just watched this and I'm like trying to think about everything now. The guy who wanted to hunt them, was that Clint?
Quint?
I thought that was Clint. So I was
Quint.
confused. Quint there, he was pretty cool. Like shut up everybody yapping. He goes on the chalkboard.
It came out in 1975. Thank you, Salty. The crazy thing. Yeah, this movie should have failed. Like, no one believed in this film. Like, nobody believed in it. And so they gave him such a small budget to try to create something amazing. And when it was finally released, they just, like, Spielberg thought he had failed and he was going to go back and do something else. And when it became such this mammoth blockbuster at the time, it was like the #1 movie. It was like Avatar, like during its time in the 70s and 80s. It ranked it was the #1 money-making movie for years. I mean, like years. Like no one could get close to it.
Well, didn't it come out just before Star Wars?
2 years. Yeah.
Oh, there you are, Papa.
Hey, what's up? I actually didn't check the email, so
that's all right. Hey,
I was like, yeah.
Before you go, I gotta say something to proper Jeremy. So I think it was the morning that I ordered this. You text me that day that it's on Netflix.
Wait, seriously?
the morning I ordered this, I'm like, oh, I could buy Jaws, why not? And it was like $4 or $5 or whatever, and okay. And then like I think later that afternoon, you're like, hey, Jaws is on Netflix, so you have no excuses.
Oh yeah. I actually was a little bit salty because I thought I wasn't gonna be invited. I was just like, dude.
And that's what you invite. I was like, dude,
okay.
Nobody was in here for the first 5 minutes. So I'm just like, yeah, so I'm doing a watch party alone. And there's just one guy in the chat, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just talk to him, and I guess I'll just talk about what's happening in the movie right now because I don't know what to say. And then Drunk comes in here, and he's an expert on the whole thing. And Flipp just got here too, so. Yeah, we got a little party now. Cool. I sent out links to everybody, and then I'm like, okay, I don't mind having a bunch of people in this for a watch party.
Right on.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's really sad. Like Jaws was like my movie for whatever reason. When I was a kid, my mom and dad bought me like all the inside storybooks and everything, and then Star Wars came out, so it was like Jaws and Star Wars. Like I just read all the stupid facts that I'm filled with useless information about the movie Jaws.
Oh, dude, so am I, man.
And I've never been able to like vomit it out. It's really weird. Like it's not really good with the ladies,
Yeah.
When you're talking to a lady and like, hey, you want to know about Jaws? They came out in 1975. I'll tell you all about it.
You want to go for a swim?
Yeah, it's just not. It's you don't win friends that way either. So hey, I sound like a homeschooler, that's been living in a cave. It's just like, hey, you want to talk about Jaws? Really, dude? Get away from me.
I know Proper's about to go on for a bit because I know it's his favorite movie. But I wanted to ask Flipp because you grew up with this. After you saw Jaws, how long was it before you went in like open water again, if you ever did?
Oh yeah, that took me years. I was probably 12 or 13 before I ever would go out and just get my ankles in the ocean. And then guess what? I got bit by a fucking jellyfish. So
or stung.
Stung, yeah. And I remember crying and telling him, see, that's why I don't go in the stupid ocean, And then I got older, about 15, 16 years old, and my girlfriend came with us to the and finally I got in neck deep, and guess what? I got stung by another fucking jellyfish.
Girlfriend's trying to get you killed, bro.
So, needless to say, I don't usually go in there anymore. So, my whole life, really.
Well, it's like you don't really need to ever go into the ocean, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, if anything, like water, I guess. But I mean, no, I'm at the part now, just past the 25-minute mark, where those two guys are trying to catch the shark on the dock, and then they have the tire out, and it yanks the guy out from there. And I grew up watching Tremors. It's like I didn't watch Jaws, but Tremors was like one of my favorite movie series growing up. And I'm noticing that a lot of the stuff that was in Tremors, I really think was inspired by Jaws, especially the whole concept of a giant thing under you, except for it's on land underground in Tremors. And I'm just thinking about it now. They don't show the full graboid until like way later in the movie, kind of like with Jaws here. And they like use other things, like in Tremors 2, they have it pull their truck, and like right here they're having a whole, it's like pulling the barrels later on, or right here it's pulling the dock. So
they have that his wife's roast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what's the timestamp right now? Because I want to join you like in it.
I'm at 27:40 right now.
27:40. All right. So you're about the part where it's like, can we go home now?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, can we go home? And they cut to the guy with the pipe looking all happy for some reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You do realize that the famous scene where Chief Brody's on the beach and the boy gets bit, and that the camera does that awesome like zoom into him, but the whole world seems to like stay the same. Do you know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
That was like the first time that was done with the special camera.
Oh, with the it was like a focus. It was a lens focus.
It was really it made the Chief zoom in and everybody else stay where they were. And and so they like those type of things alone like was put the movie up for like different awards and stuff. So,
you know what really pissed me off about this movie? Not the movie, but like the Oscars. since it's going to come up pretty soon, is that Steven was snubbed for this, for Best Director. That was strike one for me.
He got snubbed?
He got snubbed as director, and there is video footage of him reacting to the live broadcast of the nominees. And he's like, I didn't get nominated? What?
Do you guys know what else came out around this time? Around when Jaws was released?
1975. I gotta think about this.
Flipp, do you remember anything else that was out?
I'm thinking No, I was thinking of a demon movie, the one where The Exorcist, but that was 73, right? 74.
A little bit before, yeah.
Salty's in the chat. Salty, list a couple of movies that came out around the same time as Jaws that it might have competed with, because I'm just kind of curious about that, especially if they didn't get a Best Director. I mean, damn.
What else? I remember. It was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest that won Best Picture or something.
That sounds familiar.
It's a Jack Nicholson movie. So Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Hold on a second. All right, Charlie in the chat is killing me in here about that zoom in scene. Well, from what I read, Charlie, he made that effect famous with Jaws. Maybe I should have been more clear. Oh my gosh, he's getting to me. Yes, you can do it today with any camera that has a zoom in lens. I get that. This was 1975. So
it was the most.
Man, he was mad. Charlie's mad at me for saying that. It was.
Is he really?
I don't know if he's mad, but he made 5 comments about saying, he says, you know nothing about making movies. No, I don't make movies, but I do know how to make money. So how about that?
It's a good comeback. So we're at the part. I think it's like 30 minutes.
Charlie's still yelling at me.
There's a bunch of dogs on the boat, Rookie. I'm just trying to see if we're synced up.
Yeah, we are. This is right now the guy just threw a grenade into the water.
Yeah.
I thought this was actually kind of funny when watching this, because they're like, oh yeah, let's all go together. They all get in tiny little boats. There's they crowd their boats, and then like over a dozen boats go out, and they're all in the same location, making noise, all these noises, and oh yeah, we're gonna get them. They throw random things in there. I'm like, this is the worst hunting party I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I know.
They would never. Never work.
There's like little things in this movie, like a lot of it. Oh my God, my favorite part is going to come up a bit later, but there was one part when they're in the scene where it's like Murray Hamilton was like, oh yeah, we're only going to close it for 24 hours, and then someone in the back was like, 24 hours is like 3 weeks. I'm like, what? Little things like that, it just makes me just love this movie even more.
So Joe says that in 1975, Godfather Part 2, The Towering Inferno, and Chinatown was out in 1975. Chinatown, I believe, had Jack Nicholson.
So there were other well-known classic films around that time that
people
that were popular that people.
Wait. Wait a minute. Godfather 2? It was in 75? No, it wasn't.
Again, I've never seen The Godfather, so I have no idea.
Definitely, you should watch that. Oh, yeah.
At least the first one.
Oh, yeah. The Godfather 1 is great. Godfather 2, I didn't like it as much, but...
Yeah, so Charlie in the chat, I'm going to be doing watch parties every now and then. I'm going to try... No guarantees. I'm going to try to do a weekly watch party with films that I haven't seen yet, like Kill Bill, The Sixth Sense, The Bird, all these are the ones I haven't seen and whatnot. Start kicking it off with Jaws. I need to find my John Wick DVD. I thought I had it, but I might have given it to my Marine buddy a while ago. So I don't know. But yeah, I like how he's got facts on the fly. Same with Salty. And Drunk, you're doing good too with everything. Hey, you guys know a lot about these films. Quite impressed.
Oh my God, my favorite part is going to come up. Oh my God. Well, favorite line actually. I love how that fake eye though. My God.
Yep, I'm going to have up Mega Jetty in the chat real quick. He's trying to figure out some Google Hangout stuff. So DM is direct message, and Mega Jetty. It's kind of hard to give the instructions while chatting, but if you go to my How to Live Stream video. I have 3 of them, and that will help you completely with inviting people. I think I invited Proper Jeremy in that one. on part 2 where it says going live. Check that one, and that I show you in there on the screen how to send invites to people and whatnot. So check that out, and you should be able to get your streams going pretty good, buddy. All right, and just doing a reminder on watch time right here. I am at the 35:55 mark, and where they just caught the fake or the smaller shark.
They just took the picture.
Yes.
Which it does look like it would be swallowed whole by the bigger shark.
Oh God! Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
the tiger shark.
Oh, what kind of shark? A what?
Tiger shark.
I know. I love that. Guys, like a what? I love that line so much.
That makes me think of Family Guy for some reason.
A what?
Especially since the guy's big. They want to put your head in there, right? We'll see. It's a man eater.
You know, the guy who was like trying to take the picture was like the screenwriter of the movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Carl Gottlieb.
Flip,
Go
are you
ahead.
just watching on your phone or just streaming with us while we talk?
I have it on my. I got it on my phone.
Okay, I was saying that for Flip because I know that he's on the Hangout with his phone. Are you watching it on Netflix on your TV or just listening?
Oh, I'm just listening in and doing artwork. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm just seeing if you're watching along or not, so we can. So if you're going to comment,
where you're at. I'm watching it in my head.
Okay. Yeah, we're at the part where I can't believe I just watched the film and I don't remember everybody's names. The guy with the cap that I want to call him Stan, like
Hooper.
from South Park or something. Huber is like telling him that the shark that they caught isn't the one, and they're looking at the mayor, and he's like, "Yeah, damn it, I don't want to have that kid spill out in front of everybody."
Yeah, and they were going to shut down the weekend. Oh, I'm not sure where you're at. I know where you're at, but I don't know if they've already done that. I'll just be quiet.
No, because they haven't cut the shark open yet. They wanted to cut the shark open, and then the mayor's like, "No, don't cut that shark open. I don't want to see that little boy spilled all over the dock."
Oh, yeah.
And then the widow comes. Not the widow. The lady who lost her son comes
yeah.
and slaps. Yeah,
And just slapped him in the face right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so people in the chat that are coming in, I'm gonna have more watch parties. So if you're not on the panel on this one, I'll have you in on more in the future. So don't worry. I'm gonna try to have quite a few of these for different ones. I should post a schedule or something, or at least of the movies that I'm gonna watch, so people can see if they want to come in or not.
Yeah, and we could get the movie ahead of schedule. You know, I mean, I probably could pull it up on a thing, but my daughter's on the TV right now.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, that would be cool. You know, like the John Wick thing. When I saw it earlier, I was like, oh man, I could probably pull that up. That'd be cool.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea, man.
Well, that's when they come over to his house, and then Chief Brody, he starts drinking. He starts drinking a lot of wine that Hooper brings over.
Yeah. And
so you want to know what's crazy in the book?
Oh yeah.
In the
By
book.
the way, can I just show something off?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Wait, they have a book?
Oh yeah, it's based on.
Oh, this was like a bestseller book before it became a movie.
I assume this was his idea of, wouldn't it be cool if there's like a shark movie?
Oh yeah.
I assumed.
There it is. Look at that.
Was this the first shark film, or was there any before this? Like,
no, not really. I mean, there were like films with sharks in them.
I guess
like the Batman. What?
I guess that sharks be like an antagonist. Like,
nope, not really. Because like in film, it was really because they were even talking just like, oh, how are you going to train a shark to crack a boat in half? How is that going to work?
I get that.
Like, they didn't get it, And this is a very tender moment, by the way. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's very groundbreaking what they did here. And it really sucks that Spielberg was treated that way. But it was a real groundbreaking movie, what with the mechanical shark, something that's mechanical going in the water and everything. If I remember correctly, they thought it was really something else after he made the movie and after it was all said and done. Like, they were, wow, this is really an accomplishment.
Yeah, and it shows that hard work really does pay off, much like Star Wars a couple years later. You know, this guy went through hell to try to make this movie work.
It seems like there's a lot of great groundbreaking films around that time between 1975 and 1980. Salty also said that Monty Python and the Holy Grail came out around there.
Yeah.
And that one was hilarious to me. I don't know why.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it seems like a lot of people in the chat know a lot about Jaws. Princess Aruka, Pete, along with the what was his name? That was Charlie from earlier, Salty. Yeah, a lot of people know this stuff. Dang. That's awesome. All right. Just a sec. I'm trying to. All right. So in the chat, boarding it up says Spielberg almost didn't make the film. He'd seen the script in the producer's office, but thought it was about dentistry.
Oh no, that's a true story. That's a very true story.
How could you get a script mixed up with something about dentistry?
No, not the script. No, the title.
Oh, the title. Oh,
yeah, he made a joke. He made a
okay.
joke in like the 20-year anniversary VHS. You had like 2 VHSs in there. One was the movie and one was the behind the scenes. Oh my god, it was so great.
That's awesome.
The only time they had real footage of a shark was when near the end of the film when it was on top of the cage, the shark cage that was in the water.
What? You know, yeah. Oh yeah, that's great. You know, we could probably talk about that when we get there, though, because that's like a really great thing to talk about when we get there.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, that looks pretty like sporadic.
Proper shutting me down now too. That's,
no. I'm just saying like that was great. But like if you gotta like go though, like that's cool. But
it's
like,
been a rough day for Drunk 3PO, man. I've been attacked by Steel
Wars. Oh, hey, I was in there for you. I
know, man. I appreciate you, brother.
I don't even who are they, by the way, Rookie? Who's Steel Wars? I don't know. I don't know who they are. Nobody knows.
Steel Wars.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Never heard of them.
All right, good. They're actually part of the Jason Ward, Brian Young clan.
The clan.
So
That makes sense.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Well, Thug Life is in the chat, and he says he doesn't like Jaws, and Proper is here, but I still clicked and left a like. Smiley face.
Wait.
Oh, Thug.
All right. You saved yourself in that last part. I was gonna put you in timeout.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even a mod.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. No, you're a mod.
Oh.
Yeah, you're blue.
So where are you guys at right now?
Right now,
they're pouring wine and.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at the 41:40 mark right now. In the chat,
Okay.
I'm putting it in the chat like every 6 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like poured the entire. This is the where there's a conspiracy theory or something, or not a conspiracy. That's like a film theory where he's like an alcoholic, because he pours like an entire mug bottle of wine.
But the crazy thing in the book, Chief Brody actually gets drunk and he passes out, and his wife has an affair with Hooper.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's real. That's very real.
In the book, and when you watch the movie, you're kind of like, oh my god, I'm so glad they didn't add that in, because it wouldn't go with the narrative that they were doing. Because in the book, they were having marital problems, moving out with New York and stuff like that. So
this is the closest that they get. It's just like you're just
having
and he like laughs at something, or I don't know, maybe he's a little smitten, but that's about it.
I guess that guy Charlie left another thumbs down. My bad.
Wait, really?
That's okay.
Another one?
Well, he really didn't like me at all about that camera thing, did he?
No. It's
my apologies, brother, if you're still out there. I wasn't the know-all claim all.
Maybe on the next one, I'll invite him on here, and you guys can have an argument.
We could talk it out.
We could talk. We could talk about. I could host the sequel, and he can come on.
Could work it out like men.
Yeah, exactly. What'd you think of Jaws 2, by the way, 3PO, or like the other movies?
I like Jaws 2. I thought it was a good sequel.
It was.
Jaws 3 I thought was horrendously awful. Jaws 4 I thought was really dumb. So
yeah.
But Jaws 2, it had the same characters. another shark shows up, and the way they did it was really cool with the sailboats and the teenagers and stuff. So
That was actually my.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Why is there milk coming out of the shark? I've never understood that.
That's the stomach, because that's the stomach acid.
Okay.
They cut open the stomach, and he talks about that the digestive tract is very slow. They're pulling out license plates and fish and all that stuff. So.
Oh, what state is it? Oh,
this
damn.
Is, oh no, the license plate.
Oh, Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, Louisiana.
Yeah, and
I
it's
was trying to remember what it was.
44-20 mark, just about. Yeah, it's Louisiana.
Oh, I might be a little ahead.
That's okay. I keep on having to pause it for a sec to give the time thing, so I'm probably going to be a few seconds behind you as we go forward. That's all good. That's all good. But yeah, I mean, I like how they did it just with little stuff. I mean, I don't really know how I'd critique this. I'm glad I'm not doing like any type of review, because I'd rather just talk about it, honestly, because
makes it a little more fun.
It's a good film. I don't think I could see myself watching this over and over, but I'm glad that I finally watched it now, and I've seen it all the way through. Because I think I've come in on some of the parts where I think I came in at the part on TV once where he's stabbing it with the harpoon, and another time where what's his face was about to get eaten, but I think it was on TV, so I don't think I even saw him really get eaten. I don't know if they showed the whole thing or if they just showed it chomp and then showed him get underwater. I don't remember if they.
They usually they show most of it, not like they cut out like a few parts, but like not too much. They just cut out the swearing. But funny enough, I actually saw. I saw Jaws 2 first, but like 3PO, if you remember.
I did too. I saw Jaws 2 first.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw it on TV. You know the part, spoiler, it's the one where the kid falls in the water and he's trying to swim back to the boat.
Yeah.
That was the scene I saw. And like that end of that, oh my God, that was so traumatizing as like a 7-year-old.
Well, he couldn't climb up, and the babysitter she gets it because he didn't get up there in time.
Oh yeah, but like it's like a race. Like he was trying to get to the boat first, and then the shark is coming on the other side, and it's just like, it's so intense. The most intense scene I've ever seen in this series.
Well, so what do you guys think about other shark movies, like especially the more modern ones within like the last decade? And Flipp, that goes to you too, Flipp.
Oh, sorry.
I got you.
Flipp, you can go first.
Oh, the Sharknado series is horrible, but it's enjoyable to watch because it's so horrible.
Yeah, my mom said she loves it because it's so stupid. Because like he can just be holding a sword out basically, and he'll fly into the sword, and then he can hold the shark up with his arm basically, and it's like that's normal.
So Flipp, you got to get the Sharknado drinking game and then it makes the movie so much better.
I've never seen Sharknado.
Sounds interesting.
I love shark movies though.
I haven't seen the second one. Is it any good?
Sharknado, there's like 8 of them.
Oh,
really? I remember the last one was called.
It's the nostalgia. You watch it, and they throw in like hundreds of like B-list actors, like for like a cameo, and you think it's funny. So
people from the news or something as well, and just random stuff to go. Oh, I've seen them before. Oh, they're dead. Okay.
Oh, Mega Jetty says Drunk 3PO seems that a lot of us, myself included, get into popular franchises like Terminator or Aliens by watching the second installment first. That is absolutely correct. I saw Aliens 2, and I loved Aliens 2 way before I saw the first Alien because I was young.
Yeah.
Speaking of aliens, I haven't seen any of them.
We know.
I've seen Predator.
Yeah, we know.
You will see, if you see Aliens, you will understand what a strong female lead is.
That's what everybody references. I mean, I've seen enough clips of people giving reviews where they show like a small scene or a picture of her doing something badass. So I mean, I get the gist. Does anybody know if Alien, at least the first one, is streaming anywhere, or should I buy it?
Just go right to the second one, dude. Like, forget the first one. Go
What
to the
do you
second.
mean? Forget the first one.
The second one was
No.
100 times better.
Should I buy
Yeah.
a collector's set or something of?
But one's a horror movie. One's a horror movie, and the other one's an action movie.
Right.
Like, you know.
I think I'd want to see like the original 2 or 3. Was 3 worth it?
No, just 1 and 2.
No.
Yeah.
Just stick with 1 and 2.
Just Alien and Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with these guys, definitely.
Yeah. Fun fact about this scene: this was filmed in a pool in one of Spielberg's friends' backyards.
That's right.
Yeah, and it was like kind of a pickup shot, if I'm not mistaken. Like they had to do it pretty quickly.
It almost seems like it was done pretty quick. So he just swims down there real quick, sees the thing, and swims back up, and then scene's pretty much over.
Well, yeah. But you know what's kind of cool about this is like you expect something to like really happen. You see the tooth.
He just gets startled real big.
Oh yeah. But
the
like
guy's head pops out.
And you're about to think like, oh, he's looking around, and he's thinking like, you feel like there's going to be a shark coming out. Then it's like, surprise.
Now, I have it muted now. Do they play the shark music here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay. If you notice in some of the scenes, well, I think this is going to come later, so I'll comment then. But scenes where there is music, it's like the shark is there or the shark isn't there. But when there is no shark and it's just nothing, the shark isn't there.
but it still makes you feel tense and go, oh shit, is it going to be it? So
Well,
they used music heavily on that scene. Like when the guy's head pops off, it's like a screech.
Oh no, yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about like the scene that's going to come up in a little bit.
I feel like I would have loved this in a theater. Like just if it was in a theater, I had to pause it for a little bit while I was watching it today, so I wasn't able to fully sit down and watch it. But regardless, I'm not in like a dark environment or like it's not as loud. I guess it's not as like when you're in it, when you're sitting down and you're watching it and you get invested into it, like even more. Right. I feel like it would be so effective there. Like, you know, especially even now, like in a theater, like it would be much more effective.
Do you notice on the mayor, Murray Hamilton's jacket, there's a bunch of anchors?
I did. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah, like he always has a bunch of anchors. It's like he's on a sinking ship. He's like sinking it's like kind of symbolism, but it's like, I don't know, it's very good costuming. I'm not gonna lie. But as Yep. No, I was like paying attention to the movie too. Like,
Land of the Sharks. The ancient one in here says, since we're talking about Jaws, imagine what would happen if you saw Land of the Sharks in a movie. What would that be like? I have no idea.
I've never seen that film.
It is. Proper Jeremy just left.
Sorry, dudes. My phone died. I'm back.
Oh, that's okay. For some reason, your phone died and Proper Jeremy he left. But he'll be back in a sec, probably. Hey, Scott, you know, I think you said, I don't remember what movie you said you wanted to watch. I don't know if it was John Wick or a different one, but I'll have you in on one of these watch streams sometime too. I'll be posting movies that I'm going to watch soon for watch parties on Twitter so everybody can see what ones they want to be in. I know Mary probably wants to join in on one at Dawn. Everybody in here probably wants to see some of these movies. Has some expertise on a lot of these.
At Dawn, Robert Shaw's an effing beast in Jaws. I couldn't agree more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love the sign. I love the sign, by the way, that's in there. It's like, help, shark.
Did he win an award for this movie, Proper? Do you know? I don't think anybody won an award, did they?
Yeah, I think John Williams won the Oscar for Best Score.
Which would make sense. Okay, what if his doesn't win a best, like, anything?
No, it definitely won Best Score.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't know how many Academy Awards that they won, but I love Hooper's laugh, by the way.
Yeah. Was that face like supposed to be on the poster, or are they fixing it? Like they're
fixing it now.
Okay, I'm about to say if that was
no, somebody vandalized it.
I must have missed that part. I was just like, that's a funky looking face.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so like we're
so
at the part where they what was it? Proper, you guys know this better than I do.
What part is it? Are they? What's
It's
the time
after
frame?
there's that big ship that's there. He said that it's going to stay open on the 4th of July. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that seem to be coming there. Now they
want to close. They want to close the beaches. He said, "No way. We're gonna have the beaches open. You get whoever you need to get here because tomorrow's the 4th of July." Yeah, and so then the ferry boat's bringing everybody.
Yeah, now they're on phones and talking.
And then his son's trying to talk to him. He's like, "What?" And I kind of like little subtle things like that. There's like a nun that I never noticed. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so John won an Academy Award for Best Music, Best Sound Mixing, Best Film Editing, and Best Original Score. So John Williams won 2. It won People's Choice Awards for Favorite Movie, and it won the BAFTA Award for Best Film.
BAFTA.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
And this was like a great shot for the trailer that you reacted to, 3PO.
I know.
Like, what's really shot? Yeah.
What's really sad? Not sad. Like, if you go up to Martha's Vineyard, they have a big museum dedicated to this movie, and a lot of those movie props are in there. I have pictures when I was there. So.
Oh, here's Peter Benchley.
Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Thank you, man. I've had a rough day on Twitter and social media today, so I could use some encouragement.
You can actually tell us about that in a sec, but I found this kind of funny watching it. There's like the beach is flooded with people. Nobody's close to the water. There's a few people kind of near the water, but like nobody that's there to have fun is having any fun. There's kind of on the beach, and everyone else is in the boat trying to watch over them. The news reporters just standing. They're all just sitting at the water. Yeah, we're having fun, right? And the guy's like, get in the water. That was kind of funny because he's like, okay, we're all at the beach, just all together at the beach. I would hate to be at a beach like that or just so crowded, like where everybody is around you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody's got to be the guinea pigs.
That's true. But I just think it's kind of funny. He goes to the couple with the family, and it's like, I want you guys to be the pawns, be the bait. Basically, he's like, why don't you guys risk your lives?
Well, the mayor goes to his like second in command and says, "You need to get in the water." Basically, almost like threaten him. You're going to lose your job if you don't get in the water.
I missed that. That was the second man. I thought that was just a random old guy on the beach. I was like, dude.
Yeah, I missed that for the longest time too.
Yeah, he was part of the city council, so. But then they go so far out, like that's the weird thing.
It's like when they
like, why don't you just stay in like 2 feet of water? And
let's go swim deeper. No, let's just be in the 4 feet, and that's it. That's funny.
And then you have the 2 kids with the fake fin coming up.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that was so funny.
Yeah, but so Drunk, why don't you tell us about your Brian Young escapades and adventures, or I don't know what you'd call them, or the what do you say, the Brian Young cult assault or something like the clan?
I have this genius idea because I just don't understand Brian Young whatsoever and why he loves Star Wars the way he does. So I was just like, you know what? I wonder if he'd come on a live stream. I would definitely keep it professional and ask him questions because I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like when he writes stuff about Star Wars, like I'm either too stupid to understand or I don't know. I just don't get it.
And he's a media guy, writes articles, right?
He writes for StarWars.com. He's kind of a turd, and I'm on his block list for not liking The Last Jedi. And so anyway, I just said, look, somebody tag him because I can't tag him, and let him know I want to do a live stream with them. And then Steel Wars podcast, who are like, so they hate they hate geeks and gamers. They hate comic bro. This podcast hates these people, and they do everything in their power to tear them down. That's who these people are. Steel Wars podcast. They're a terrible, smug group. Like they own part of Star Wars. So they just decided they wanted to comment because I misspelled a word. You know, like, geez.
Committed crime. Yeah.
So they went after me, and I tried to avoid them, and they just wouldn't let up. So Anyway, Proper came in with a right hook, and they haven't responded since, which is kind of nice. But man, I uploaded a video on YouTube today, and Disney blocked it from the world. So it even says on there, it's like, yeah, Disney has banned this video. So I fought the claim, and because I actually the footage that I got, I ripped it from another YouTuber who used the exact same footage, and his is not blocked from the world. So something's going on, and I'm like a smaller channel than this other. This other guy has like 7,000 subs. I have 370, and so
even if you had like 10,000, that's still pretty small for the scheme of YouTube.
What I'm saying, I'm like, what the heck? So they it was just Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting on episode 3. So they, they messed up, and I took that clip and I was talking over them because I was talking about that clip, and Disney man, they blocked it quick, man. Oh, look at that. Steel Wars can go F themselves. Man, I love this group, man. You guys all have my back. I appreciate it. I wasn't even talking to them, and Steel Wars came after me. I was trying to talk to Brian Young, and they spoke for him. They go, it's so professional for you subtweeting a guy that's not coming on your live stream. So I was like, wow. Like, who are you? So they haven't blocked me yet, which I'm hoping once I get them blocking me, then I have the whole Jason Ward, Brian Young, Steel Wars trifecta block. That means I'm going places in life. Man. I'm going places.
Yeah, I saw earlier you were blocked by Disney on Twitter, right?
Yeah, like what the heck?
Wait, you're blocked by Disney?
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold up. Like the official Disney.
One of their channels that I kept tagging them in by saying, "Why would you block my YouTube stuff?"
And then they blocked him.
Yeah. I'm a nobody, dude, but I guess my Twitter picks up a lot of steam sometimes, and I appreciate all my Twitter followers. Like everything I post, it gets around, which is pretty nice. And I don't know what happened. Oh, Thug Life Jeremy, I tagged Brian Young in your post though. Thank you, bud. I don't know if he'll ever respond, but I figured I'd give it a shot. But yeah, so then I had to upload another video, and it didn't do as well as I wanted, but it's all good, man. I'm here talking about Jaws. Like Rookie just made my day, so
yeah,
it's all good.
It's all good, man. Hey,
this was a surprise.
They're afraid.
And someone in Rookie's chat was hammering me, man, about one little thing I said, but he's not here anymore. Oh well.
It's all good, man. They're just afraid of you, man. That's all it is.
I don't take it personal too much.
Oh, this is
I corrected you. I thought it was funny, but the other guys.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get doxxed soon. Watch, but at least people will send me some. Maybe they'll send me.
This is actually. I think is this the first time we see the shark at all?
There was, I think, a point earlier where you might see a glimpse, but I don't think they used the shark. Yeah, I think this is where they showed the first tail fin of the shark. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, tail fin, and then he like chomps on the guy and he goes in.
Yeah, we see his like leg fall off in a sec. So, yeah, we're at just over the hour mark. Everything Star Wars has just joined us. What's up, buddy? Mary's in the chat. Says, Drunk, you're the best. I don't let anyone get you down. Yep.
I'm at an hour and 6 minutes. I found it and I pulled it up at an hour and 6 minutes.
Yep, I'm at an hour and 2 minutes right now. But
okay, cool. I'm back at that.
Right before the little youngsters are about to get tipped over.
Cool.
Oh, I gotta rewind a little bit.
Like I said, when I keep on pausing to check the time, I'll probably be behind by a little bit as we keep on going. But
all right, now I'm a little caught up with you. So
and with that guy in the red boat's about to get chomped now. He just fell in the water just now. The other kids just fell in the water.
Yeah.
I guess the other kid fainted. I didn't really get that for now.
He's like, duh! And
yeah,
like that was bad acting.
We see the shark's mouth now a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Under there, they're able to manage that. So
I've got Roy Schneider on the beach with the kids, so I'm hold up for a minute.
That's the sun, yeah.
You see the leg fall now. That's where I am.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, so that's okay. You know what's funny? I came in around when Rookie was at the guys who were on the dock, and apparently in the script, one of the guys was supposed to lose a leg there, and they said, "Oh no, we shouldn't do that. There's like too many legs getting lost." But then Steven was just like, well, it would have been kind of cool because then there would have been a, if I can give a visual, if you will, like
Just like Star Wars.
he did this, like he was just like there would have been a matching pair or something like that. He actually did that in the interview in that 2-hour behind the scenes. That was great.
That's funny. See, that's I want to see the behind the scenes of a lot of films now because like Lord of the Rings was one of the ones that I learned so much from their behind the scenes, and that's the one thing that I don't like with streaming is they don't have that option. Like you can't see extra features or behind the scenes details, and if they did, I think I'd like streaming a lot more. But you know, you can only get that from DVD and Blu-ray,
and that's the selling point. That's why you have to get both. You know, you got to choose. Do you want just the movie?
It's like I like to have the extra stuff. It's much more entertaining, I would say.
That's what I grew up like. I remember watching the behind the scenes of Indiana Jones much more than watching the movies.
Yeah. On Mega Jetty, do you have a YouTube channel? I think.
Yeah, he's got a little YouTube channel. If you click his thing, he has a channel.
Let me subscribe to him if I'm not.
Yeah, he's growing. He's a growing one. He's trying to learn how to live stream better for live streams. So I was actually going to have him on one of these live streams at some point. I'm gonna have a new little. I have the podcast for the bigger channels, and I'm gonna have one called the Rookie Showcase for some smaller channels.
I just hold on. Sorry. I think I just passed 380 today.
Nice.
Approaching that 400 club. Sweet.
381. Hey, how about that?
Yeah, but we're at the hour and 5-minute mark on my end now. If people in the chat are wondering, we're at 105.
105.
Everything Star Wars says, like the stream, save the dream. That's funny. What's funny, too, I sent like 20 links out. Everybody was like, yeah, I want to see it. I want to join. Nobody came. and then you guys came. So I'm glad you guys did. The first few minutes, I'm just talking to myself like, yeah, so. You didn't
announce it? You didn't say anything on Twitter or anything? I didn't know I was invited.
I posted a link on Twitter, but I didn't tag anybody on Twitter. But
that was the problem. You didn't tag me. Otherwise, I would have been in immediately.
Yeah, I should have done that. I didn't think about that. I forgot who was going to join, and I sent out links to people who said they want to join, and nobody answered. And I'm like, oh, this is a bummer. So, that's all good.
Yeah, if I'd have known earlier, I'd have done the same thing. I'd have come in earlier for you.
No, that's cool. You said you're on the phone and doing a few things, so that's cool. Laura has arrived. Everything Star Wars says he got no notification. I got a Twitter from Drunk.
Yeah, okay. I'm helping you out there, Rookie. My Twitter's pretty powerful, I'm telling you.
Thanks, broski. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that love, buddy. Feeling that love. Dude, I've been posting so many random videos this week. Like,
dude, your banana video was the best. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's like that.
I watched it twice because I'm like, does he really not like bananas? I don't know anyone who doesn't like bananas. And sure enough, your face showed you don't like bananas.
Yeah,
that's great.
I want to like them. They look, like I said on TV, they look filling. They look good. I'm like, okay, I maybe I should like it. I'm older now. Maybe it's okay. No, and like I could have maybe swallowed it, but the texture was so nasty. And my mom was like, oh, you should have waited a day or two to make it ripen more. I'm like, I don't think that would matter really.
It does.
I think I eat one or two every single day, bro.
Yeah, I like apples. Jeff, you like apples?
They're great for your metabolism, Rook. The bananas are good to jumpstart your metabolism in the morning.
If I were starving and needed to live, I could probably muster it, but any short of that, I'm not going to.
You really didn't like it.
What do you guys think I should try next? I'm so picky with foods that everybody loves, so you could probably name anything. And
are you on fruit or are you on vegetables? Like, what do you?
Anything, just because like I was trying cookies I never tried before because I never really had cookies that much growing up. Did
you like grow up in like a cage? Because like you haven't watched movies and you haven't eaten.
No, I've seen a bunch of movies, but just not all the movies that everybody else has seen.
Oh, I see.
Foods, I just don't like all the foods that everybody has seen or everybody eats. But or it's either that or I just never tried them because I thought they might taste nasty. But when I tried all the cookies, I liked them, and the donuts, I liked them too. The Red Bull was kind of nasty, honestly, but that was the only thing.
You should try kimchi. Did you see my comment?
Yes, I was gonna respond to those after the stream. Kimchi?
Yeah, kimchi. It's
like an Asian food.
It's like a pickled, Asian pickled cabbage.
Pickles. Okay, I tried pickles. Nasty. I hate pickles.
Nah, these are different. It's a unique taste. You probably won't like it, but I'm dying to see you try it on screen.
think simple guy. Like I like a plain hamburger with ketchup. Like a kid, almost.
What, do you have ketchup on hot dogs too?
Yeah.
Oh my, you are a child.
The original sin of I don't get how people love mustard. I don't know. Like it's not.
I actually agree with you on that. I had a conversation with my grandpa the other day. He was just like, "Yeah, the only thing that I ever agreed with Obama on is you never put ketchup on a hot dog unless you're an 8-year-old." That's like the only thing. I was just like, really? Of all the things?
Yeah. To be fair, I only eat a hot dog like, maybe around July-ish.
4th of July is a time. Oh, speaking of which,
oh yeah, with the movie.
The time of the movie, yeah.
Reminder: we're watching Jaws, everybody, and I'm at the
wait, we are? Oh shoot!
At the 109:40 mark. They're getting ready to prep the boat, it looks like, or get the cage. I don't remember what happens here. The movie was actually kind of long, so there's a few parts that I'm kind of clumping together if they doing that. But in the chat, Megajetty says, today is the 45th anniversary of Blazing Saddles, a movie that would never be made in this day and age. It came out a year before Jaws.
Blazing Saddles.
My gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys seen Blazing Saddles?
Ask me if I've seen Blazing Saddles.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, I've seen some of it. I've seen some of it.
Boo!
My best buddy, no, only because my best buddy would have it on. Like I came over one time and he was watching it barely at the beginning, and then he just kind of fast forwarded to his favorite parts, and we didn't really watch the movie. It's like so I maybe saw like 10 minutes of the film.
Dude, that movie.
Where he's like, "Where's the white women at?" And like a few other parts, and I didn't really see the whole movie, so I don't really get what it was, and that was in like middle school. So
I get really annoyed with those kind of people who just like fast forward to the good parts and just like you don't understand why it's good.
Yeah, well, I clearly didn't. I was like, I guess that was kind of funny. Okay.
It was. That movie's the anti-political correct. That was a bad. I don't know if I don't know how to explain that movie. They use the N-word like every 2 seconds.
Oh,
I assume
was it
Bongo?
Gene Wilder?
Yeah,
Gene Wilder.
Right. When he was like, "You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard." Jesus, I've seen some bastards in my life, but you outdo them all. That was my favorite. That was my favorite line.
He had that guy Bongo in there, and I like when he holds himself hostage up on the hangman's. God, I'll shoot him.
Hey, somebody else in the chat can agree with me. He has not seen Jaws. The Cybernetic Husky has not seen Jaws.
Oh.
I left that club. I have now joined the Seen Jaws Club, which is basically
Congratulations,
the world.
rookie. You have
basically
ascended.
the world. So, it's more like we finally, left the not watched club and joined normalcy as far as that goes. But
I love how it's all this shot with the jaws of the shark that was killed, and the boat is in it. That's one of those moments that's like that's a great shot.
Proper Steel Wars podcast just responded to you.
Oh, what did they say? I don't care right now. I'm not going to respond till later.
He says,
No,
you got to hear it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It proves our point on how dumb these people are. It says, don't tag me in your stupid angry boy threads then. I guess he was talking to me, but I never tagged him. Somebody else tagged him, but he's responding to you. It's so he's such a turd, man.
Don't tag me in your stupid angry boy threads.
Yeah,
I don't think he was responding to me then.
I know he just did it under your. He's fuming. He's mad. Whatever.
It's funny seeing Twitter beef. So I'm not used to that at all, but I've seen it a little bit nowadays. Like when I was talking with Odin and a few other people about what's woke, And then he mentioned Captain Marvel, and then like, oh, you alt-right people trying to ruin a movie. And it's just like, what? What happened?
Alt-right is such an extreme call for us. That's ridiculous.
Honestly, the more people say it, like alt-right and Nazi, it's just as effective as calling somebody a duty head and a poo-poo face, because they have no meaning behind it.
That's
it's
like
just
saying racist. Like, doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
That word doesn't matter anymore.
Or they use it when it doesn't apply, the less meaning it has, and it holds no more value.
Don't tag me. Steel Wars. Oh, man.
Yep, just update people in the chat. We are just about at the 1 hour and 14-minute mark. Within like 5 seconds, we'll be at the 1 hour 14 mark. Watching.
I got one for him.
I didn't start this beef. Like, he just followed me, and he just decided to put his opinion in something that he shouldn't have. And he
inserted himself into
he's a big dude. He's a big listen, honestly, he's a big timer, but he's a big timer for the I Love the Last Jedi. He's a SJW lover. Like, that's who he is. So he's a big time in that. I don't know why he decided to. I have 700 followers on Twitter, man. I'm nobody. I mean, like, what the heck? These people.
Yeah, well, even if you had a couple thousand, I mean, what does it matter anyway? It's still Twitter.
I know. It's just like,
that's how I see a lot of things when people freak out about stuff. You know, you said this, and it's like, it's on Twitter.
I know, it's on Twitter. Whatever.
It's not law. It's not. It's Twitter. It's literally where poop comes from. I mean,
exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah. So again, in the chat, we're watching Jaws. Yeah, I feel like there's not as much to talk about until the actual climax part comes in a little later.
Yeah, they're just trying to build, like, this point of the film, they're trying to build the three characters into their bond, I guess. He's trying to show the differences between all three of the males.
Yeah, have them bond, because they haven't conversed that much up to this point.
Oh, and you have Chief Brody, who hates water, and he's going on a boat. So
true, that's a good point.
The intensity is just building up.
Yep. Do you guys hear another voice coming from my mic?
No.
I hear the movie.
No, that's my mom talking on the phone in the living room on the other end of the house. I'm gonna close my door.
I heard it for a second, but I heard, Rookie, turn it down.
When she's on the phone or something, she's probably talking to my aunt, whom talks really loud, and then she talks loud too, and I'm like, it's not helping, but okay. My mic is really good and picks up all the noises, so whatevs.
That's cool.
But yeah, I think it was at this point in the movie, like just over the hour mark or the hour 15, where I was kind of getting a little bored. But I liked the stuff they're doing. I mean, it fleshes out the characters, but I didn't really want to focus. I was like, okay, they're kind of going around, but but a good build up to when the action gets going, and then it's like, oh shit, we need a bigger boat, right? Can we get a bigger boat, please? That's kind of funny.
We need a bigger boat.
Bitch.
Yeah, and then Quint blows up the radio because he's so prideful. He doesn't want.
I thought he did that more because he told him to go steer, and then he just ignored him and went to make a phone call. Like, bitch, we're not in a position where you can ignore me.
Probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both.
Yep. Indeed. Are you guys watching it with volume on or muted?
Muted.
I got my volume on to just low.
Okay, no, it's okay. I could barely hear it, so it's all good.
Here, let me turn it down.
Subtitles.
It's all good. I mean, that's why I kind of wish that I could have it on and stream, but it would pick up too much noise on the microphone. But so I had to watch it right before the party to be able to talk about it. I think that's good too, because we're doing a watch party and you're talking the whole time. That doesn't really, if it's the first time seeing it, then it's probably not as effective to get the experience. Which is all good, all good. Yeah, Princess Ruka says she likes Jaws, but she prefers the Lord of the Rings and high fantasy movies.
I could see that.
Ooh, hey, 3PO, read this.
Oh, you responded, didn't you? You couldn't resist.
Oh, yeah. He's so stupid. I don't know who this asshole is, but he's a dumbass.
He could be 10 years old. Just
Oh man, next time you talk to Jeremy, like ask him about this guy. He'll fill you in on the whole thing.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
He is like the king of the SJWs for Star Wars, like the king.
Really? He looks like
Oh
a
yeah,
princess
no,
to
he's.
me. I mean,
He's
my
the
God,
king, man.
Jesus! Like
He
who the
stays.
fuck is
He's.
this guy?
That's why you never see him retweeted or commented on any one of our friends on Twitter, because he's the complete opposite of what we believe and what we do. Like,
Wait, does he block people and shit?
oh yeah, he's a big timer.
Oh shit.
This is a weird part of the movie because I want to believe that was the shark on that line, but you never know. On the fishing line.
Oh yeah, I'm right there. Take this rod, Hooper. Give the chief a hand.
Yeah, and then he like pours too much water on it.
Why is he pouring water on it anyway?
Well, if you've, I guess you've never been fishing.
I fished with my grandpa once at a area where I think they have the fish controlled in there anyway, so I caught like 3 fish.
When the line,
I haven't been real fishing.
When the line goes out really fast in the spool, it overheats and it'll melt. So you got to keep a little bit of water on it to keep it from overheating.
Oh,
and that's only when you're fishing like big game fish, like sailfish, from what I know. So.
Okay.
Austin Powers is in the chat. He says,
yep.
Austin Powers is the best movie, baby. I'm just a sexy beast.
No, you're not doing it right. Austin Powers was the best movie, baby. Just a sexy beast, or something. But now it's kind of Canadian. Was he Canadian? No, he's not. He's British.
British, because he had crooked teeth.
I have seen Austin Powers, all 3, but that has been since like middle school.
Sure?
I have.
I think Mike Myers is
in the mole. Yeah, no shit. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is why this scene that's coming up.
This chat seems real groovy, baby. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we're right here. Slow ahead.
Yeah, this is when the shark. This is the shark reveal.
Yeah, where they finally got it to float a little or push it up to the water. I guess
they had it before. But
Brody's like, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Apparently,
I mean, yeah, when you compare the size of the other shark and then you see this one, it's like, yeah, this is at least 5 times bigger than the other one. So,
dude, you have like you have celebrities come to your chat there, rookie. Austin Powers is just, oh man,
he's cool. He's cool. Yep. I like the ones that have like names of celebrities or something.
I think great.
Sexual Harassment Panda is awesome too. There makes me want to sing the Sexual Harassment Panda song.
Oh no, this is not the chat for this. No. Not today.
I had a Kathleen Kennedy come in my last live stream. That was weird.
No one comes around. I think that's a parody one though. So
yeah, of course.
Think how funny that would be if that's like Kathleen Kennedy. She's at her couch or in the cellar or wherever they have her right now, and she's on their phone tweeting or on her computer. I imagine her on her phone if she were to, yeah, I'm watching your stream. Fuck you guys or something. Imagine Carmen's voice coming out of her mouth. You fuckers.
Exactly.
My movie's the best. Power of Women. Yeah. Oh boy. Yep.
I love how Roy Scheider says we're gonna need a bigger boat like 3 times.
Well, because he's in shock.
Well, I love how they're all wearing Converses, by the way.
Never see a fish that big.
A good point. Yeah. Well, it's like he sounds like that kid that's like, "Mommy, can we go home? Can we go home? Can we go home?" And like, we haven't left yet.
or better, when you're trying to go somewhere, it's like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?"
Yep, and it's like, can't teleport, can't do nothing else. We're out here to do it. That's all we need. Gotta improvise.
You know what's cool about this boat is that it was on the Universal lot for years, and Spielberg used to go out on the boat whenever he was having a hard time on set or something, or he's pondering something, and he would just be reminded of just the hard time that he would have on set, and he would just reflect on everything, when no tourists were around. But then one day it was removed from the harbor, and they said, "Oh yeah, we took it and we demolished it." And he's like, "What the hell? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Dick move."
Yeah, seriously. I don't know, man.
Hallmark Channel Jeremy dropped some extra knowledge today. He says Mike Myers, the actor who played Austin Powers, is Canadian.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
You did.
I did not hear you say that. Thanks for clearing up Hallmark and Flipp on that.
My mic, I need a new mic so bad.
No, I know. It's like I can hear you sometimes clearly, perfectly, and loudly, and then sometimes it sounds like you faded away a little bit.
I know it, right?
I think you turned into like Ninja Flip. That's why I don't hear you.
It's Kung Fu Flipp. Sorry.
My bad. I apologize with that mistake.
Get your facts right.
Yeah, that's sort of an invisible flip right there.
Austin Powers, will you follow me and comment on all my videos? Because I think it's amazing. Saw your creators video. You're smashing, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best.
You the best, Austin Powers. Hell yeah.
That's the best.
Open-minded movie man says he plans on doing another C-related movie review of The Leviathan at 1989.
Ooh, good film.
I have not seen that one. But this time I haven't even heard of that one. So.
Oh, Mary, I'm about 3 beers in. Sorry.
I have seen Waterworld.
Waterworld is
not great.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What's Waterworld?
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Not great.
It's like the world is like sunken or something, and there's like some people are like kind of growing gills or something, but the real people don't like them, and they try to kill them, kind of, and something about I don't even remember what the hell it was about. It's so dumb. I don't know.
Austin Powers just asked Mary if they're gonna shag now or shag later.
Yeah, I do like how whenever they're in Austin Powers, I do like the moments where somebody's naked in the back and they have like somebody's in the foreground talking on the phone or something, and they always like hold up a piece of food or they something else that just kind of hides it, and so it's like not being sexual, but it's extremely implying sexuality. It's just like, that's the perfect borderline to keep it, like you could show it on TV. That's hilarious. That's just see, I don't like too many comedies that are of that style, but I like moments like that in a comedy like that. That was good. Very good.
This is what's going to come up right here is another fantastic moment in this movie, and that's
oh my God.
There's two different takes with this. It's going to be the Indianapolis speech. There's like 2 different ways I felt it. One was Robert Shaw was blackout drunk the entire time, and then he called up Spielberg and said, like, "Hey, I sincerely apologize about everything. Can we do it again?" He's like, "Okay," and then they did it again, and they mixed the 2 up. So you can kind of tell maybe in the pupils of his eyes which take is which, or which day is which. But yeah, that was a thing. That was real whiskey. That was method acting in its finest.
Damn.
Steel Wars Podcast replied to you, Proper Jeremy, saying, "No, you're the one complaining." I replied in all caps to someone I don't even know. Gasp. So I took your advice and replied, "You mad, bro?"
It's a good one.
I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm in a fight with Steel Wars of all people.
Who is this guy?
He's a podcast. He's a podcast, and what you said, he's within the Brian Young clan.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the Lucasfilmish Disney Brian Young clan. Yeah.
Austin just said, Mary, I really love your pair. Sorry, we're talking about Jaws here.
Yep, I just posted in the chat. We're almost at the 1.5 hour mark now. So,
should I just say like, you know what? It doesn't really matter.
Princess
Should
Aruka.
I say like, hey, I'm watching Jaws right now. So until then, can we hold this up and calm down a little bit? I don't know.
He's the only one that's mad. Oh.
Princess Aruka says, I wonder if Rookie will be watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I'll be on for that. I have seen that many times. I'm only going to do watch parties for films I haven't seen yet. And I'll watch them the same day that I do the watch parties. So I will, like I said, I'll post a little list of movies that I'm going to plan on watching, and people can say which ones they want to be on, or try to organize it that way. Definitely. But yeah, so Twitter drama is pretty funny. Yeah, right now in the movie, we're at the part where they're all chit-chatting, so there's not much to comment on as far as the film goes. But
actually, this is they're gonna have a real intense scene about the Indianapolis.
Yeah.
If you don't know your history, the Indianapolis was the ship that delivered the nuclear bomb, and it was hit by Japanese subs, and many of the sailors died by shark attacks. And that. Oh
right, I remember that story now.
True story, though. True story. And yeah, and actually, he told it so well in that film, in Jaws, actually. So.
Yeah, he tells the story for about like 2 minutes, basically, just straight up. Just looking at him.
About the story of the Indianapolis. Very sad story. Could you imagine, like, you think about that, you're watching Jaws and he tells you the story of like you're a military man and your boat sinks and no one's looking for you because you're on a secret mission and you have to float in water, for weeks. Like you're just floating in water, hoping a shark doesn't bite your leg off.
That would suck.
That sucks, man. I know.
It may seem so dumb, like how we might comment, but it's like, how else can we really say it?
I know it's true. It's like, my gosh, I hate.
That wouldn't be fun.
I don't want to be in that situation ever. I think that's extremely
Mary's
scary.
like, we can focus on Jaws now. LOL.
And while they're talking, did anybody see the Meg?
Nope.
No, I wanted to, but then I didn't want to.
I saw it.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go see it, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna go see it. So
I saw it. It was okay.
I just imagine Jason Statham trying to do karate moves against a giant megalodon.
He did.
Like,
pretty cool. He did. It was pretty interesting. He plays the same character in every movie, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And he has the same haircut. It's not any different in any movie.
He's the same. He talks the same. He is the same. He's the same.
But I give him credit. It works for him.
Yeah, some of them are all right, I suppose. Yeah.
It definitely works.
I mean, it's I don't know, like they're not horrible, but I don't feel like watching his movies for the most part because they're so similar. It's just okay. That's another one of those. All right. Usually gets wrongly accused of something and then has to go prove himself or kill people. Flip, you've been a little quiet.
Oh, sorry, man.
You get soaked into the movie, don't you?
Well,
You're listening to the story?
I multitask like that. I've got the movie playing on my tablet, you guys talking in my ear, and I'm doing art on the computer. So. I'm still here, though. I hear y'all talking.
Sweet. Can you tell us what you're working on, or secrets?
Well, just fiddling around. Sometimes you get some of the coolest art just by dicking around with stuff, and I thought about changing my welcome video, so I was messing around doing a new cover for it, and yeah, just messing around, really.
Mega Jetty loved them. Oh, sorry, Flip. I didn't mean to cut you. I apologize.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead. I run on, man. So what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just reading chat. Mega Jetty loved the Meg.
All right.
There you go. Sorry, that probably wasn't worth an interruption.
Meg Jetty, do you have a review on it? I might check it out if you do, I suppose. I don't know. I'll probably get the Meg if it's on streaming, or if it's cheap on DVD, I might get it.
We are watching this on Netflix, Mary. and Rookie is clocking in the points of, I guess, the time where we're at in the movie.
Right now we're at an hour, 33 minutes, and 11 seconds. At least on my end. Right where the shark is about to bang in their boat.
Yeah.
At dawn.
Better not be porn.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to say that or somebody. Perfect timing. Yeah, I've been busting out some random videos lately because in a week or two I'm going to not bust out random ones. I have actual planned ones that should be better quality. But until then, I'm putting out my my ones where I'm eating random shit, ones where I'm like reading random shit, and just tutorials here and there. Yeah, some Star Wars ones maybe. I might do another stop motion one.
This song, by the way, in the movie Piranha, you had Richard Dreyfuss in the same type of costume singing this song. The costume that was earlier in the film with the beanie and the jean jacket. And he got eaten by the piranhas, and that was the first scene. That was a really cool Easter egg in that movie. And then Quint, the most drunk of everybody, he's the only one who knows, like, something's wrong. Thought that was kind of cool.
This part is awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite parts, too.
Yep.
We need to have a stream about Twitter. Oh, my gosh. There's so much stuff going on right now.
Well, if you want to do one after this, I mean, that's fine.
I'll probably go to sleep.
Okay. What time is it where you're at right now? Are you on East Coast?
Almost 11.
Yeah.
I have to get up at 4.
Why? Work. Yeah.
Go to the gym.
No, that's good.
And then I go to work.
Yeah. I go to the gym after work usually.
If I don't do it in the morning, I won't do it.
All right, I replied, and I'm probably going to get blocked after this.
No.
I don't know.
You're a gender fluid, whatever other thing you wrote on there.
What?
Yeah, all that.
This is the longest conversation this guy has had with anybody. I'm telling you, he has to have the last word. He won't let up until he has the last word. I'm telling you.
With the steel guy?
Austin Powers, I did not get your notification that you subbed to my channel. I'm very disappointed in you, baby. Come on.
Shooting star.
Could have it set to private.
Hey Rook, I'm gonna roll, man. I gotta make a couple calls, but it was cool hanging with you guys.
All right, Flip.
And now I'm gonna wonder all night, who does Flip call? That's
a secret. Shh.
I'm telling you.
He could be a secret agent secretly, but we all know it. But we don't know that he's really a secret agent. Who knows?
Yep. I'll never tell.
All right, see you, Flip. And tell Ronaldo he sucks.
Give us one George Lucas before you leave. Give us a George Lucas before you head out.
You know who else has to go tonight? George Lucas.
Yay.
All right. Thanks, Drunk. Thanks, BJ. See you, Rook.
Hey, Flip, thank you for everything you do, boss. Thank you, man.
You two guys. You two guys, definitely.
So, Drunk, like, do you... I have a feeling I might actually get blocked.
It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't. I don't know who he is. This is funny.
Oh, Exaggeration Nation reached out. I guess he reached out to Brian Young because I wanted to do that stream with him. And Brian Young, I guess because he talked to me, he blocked him.
He blocked me?
He blocked Exaggerate. He blocked my friend Jesse.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, wait,
no.
That quickly?
He sent me a thing. He's like, I don't know anything Star Wars compared to you, Drunk 3PO, and I don't really talk anything about Brian Young, but I guess he noted I'm associated with you, so guess what? He blocked me. I have that power now. Oh, my gosh.
Blocked by association. Austin Powers said, Flip, I have a whole bag of shh with your name on it. Shh. In the film, we are at the part where the shark is effing with them a little bit at the 1 38 mark is where I'm at. You get a big old shot of the shark right there. It's on Netflix again if you guys haven't seen it, but there's only like 20 minutes left anyway, so. But still.
No, it's the best 20 minutes of any film ever.
Yep. In the chat, Princess Aruka says, "Shut up, Meg."
Mary wants to. Did you just give a time?
Yeah, I just said.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I thought you typed it in. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't type it in there. No, let's do it now. 1:39.
Mary asked for
25. Yeah, 25 minutes left. 25:18.
That's cute. That's cute.
So earlier in the film, just like the scene before, there was a shooting star that was right behind Brody. And then there was a second one in the wide shot. That inspired Spielberg to put like a shooting star in like every single one of his movies.
Yeah, he does that, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't noticed. Interesting.
Well, that's probably because you haven't seen it. You haven't.
Well, I thought you're saying in all his other movies.
I mean, like you probably didn't notice it, or like something like that. Yeah.
So
But I mean, in this one in particular, because you only saw it once before, you have to see this movie multiple times to get like all these different things. Yeah.
Well, he does a lot of shooting stars in the Indiana Jones films.
Yeah. Well, this one that was real inspired it,
Yeah, it just looks so cool.
and this is.
I think he shows it twice in that film, like almost back to back. Oh, I guess we went past it. He shows it over the ship, and I think he showed it over Quint. I could be wrong.
Oh no, both. No, it's over Brody.
Bro, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there
He did it twice, and in this particular like music score is not really scary. It's more like it's an adventure film. It reminds me of like Peter Pan for some reason, or like a Disney film.
I
What do
suppose.
you think, 3PO?
A Disney film?
I don't know. Like I don't know. And it like, you know what I mean?
This movie scared me to death as a kid. Like
This
I didn't
part
want to
is
go. I
like,
didn't want to go in the swimming pool for like.
No, I
until
understand that. I
teenager.
understand that. I couldn't go in the deep end of the swimming pool. Well, in Florida, like sometimes alligators or get into like the pool. Sometimes if you have one in your backyard.
Happens all the time. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
They have a service just for that. Like they
Wait,
have
seriously?
a company that just comes and removes alligators from your pool.
Oh
Like
man.
they make a living doing that.
Was there a part you guys said earlier that you were going to talk about later around this point?
When they put the shark cage in the water.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
I was remembering that you guys said.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I forget too because this whole fight is like so long.
It's intense.
With the shark. Indeed. I've seen Swiss Family Robinson. That's something else I've seen.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a drunk. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yep. They were gonna make it a TV show, but didn't because I don't know why. But it's a little. I don't know. Look it up. I think it's a Disney one.
Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah, the where they get stranded on that island or something.
Yeah, it's a Disney film, and they build homes and they just learn to live. You could actually go at Disney World. They have the tree house you could walk through here in Orlando. It's kind of it's kind of long.
I wonder if people still even know what that is. Like,
it's a pretty old movie, yeah.
One of their most popular ones either. It was just like, oh yeah, that was there, and then kind of gone. I thought it was kind of funny because I always thought that little kid was gonna get eaten, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pet the tiger. It's like stupid kid. With the barrels, I thought they were trying to like slow it down or something, but then it's so they can see where the shark kind of is. Is that kind of what they're doing, or what?
With the
barrels that they keep on attaching to it when they shoot it.
Yeah, it keeps the shark. It's supposed to keep the shark from swimming away because they can't pull that much weight. Yeah, or dive deep under the water. Look, Swiss Family Robinson's getting great reviews in the chat.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've all seen it. Cool. Yeah, Mary says Swiss Family Robinson was great. Mrs. Ruka says she loves it. Yep. And Austin Powers just says you're great. I assume he's trying to flirt with Mary some more.
Poor Mary. She gets flirted on by everybody all the time.
Yeah, babe. She's tough. She can kick him.
Takes it, man. She
Yep.
takes it.
She can roll with punches. So, how many Jaws films did they make? 5?
4. Yeah.
Do you think they'll make like a prequel?
No, they better not.
Yeah, the only thing that they could ever do is a remake, but that would, oh god, that would be horrible.
No.
Watch them be like, society is why the shark attacks people. It was tortured as a baby, and then
It was oppressed.
They're like, it was taken out of the water a bunch of times and tortured and stabbed and everything, and now it just wants revenge on all humans and tries to eat them. Like, watch that be what they do. You can't put that past anybody these days, you know.
No, not at all.
I mean, they made a continuation of Mary Poppins, and they did a remake of Overboard. Like, there's no need for those.
Princess wants to know why she's not flirted on. Oh, she says, thank God. I'm sorry, Princess. I almost sent a wave of men your way. I apologize.
You're like, hey, guys, check out.
Yeah, like someone wants to be flirted on. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's put the brakes on that one.
Austin Power says, how about Mega Mole? Oh, Mega Mole. For some reason, that made me think of Spaceballs, though. I know it's Austin Powers, but
oh,
it's funny. Timestamp is at the 1:45:22 mark for me.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cut the lines. The engine's gonna blow up. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's suspenseful too, because I mean, even just being stranded at sea is freaky enough. But then, yeah, huge shark trying to kill you on a little boat. Not good. Not good.
No. Well, I think that proved Quint, where he was certified, like he was actually just proved his craziness in the film. He was willing to do whatever. He didn't even want those guys to go with him.
He was like, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, he wanted to do it alone.
Yeah, but then he saw the size of the shark and it was like 25 feet. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it kind of, Quint was like, it reminds me of the guy trying to go after Moby Dick.
That's the point.
Yeah, I know. It was, what's his name? Who went after Moby
Captain
Ahab.
Ahab, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Captain fucking Phasma.
There you go. The greatest trailer Star Wars character the world has ever known.
Indeed.
She's only good in the trailers.
Yeah, but by the way, I've been working at my draft lately for how I do The Force Awakens, and once I get that script done and the lines all done, I'll be setting out the voice cast to have people audition for characters they want to voice.
Be pretty awesome.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I feel like for some reason I keep on trying to get some smaller videos done and scripts for those, but I'm kind of like, I think people would rather just have this big one. Like, if I don't post anything for a while, I think they'll be okay. Like, there's plenty of shit on YouTube, and then have the Star Wars one.
Yeah, you got the banana video, man. I mean, what? Why is that not at 1,000? I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I made a thumbnail, and then I saw, and then it like picked a spot in the video where I'm like eating it, and I'm like, that's got to be the thumbnail. That's so stupid. And like, it was funny too, because in my other cookie critic things, I do things to kind of make it funny, and I'm like trying a cookie and stuff. But with this, I'm like, I'm not even really trying. I'm just like, I hate this fucking thing, and I'm not gonna like it. I know it, and I'm gonna eat it in front of you. So here you go. But I tried trying to be a big boy and try other foods. Try my foods.
Do you eat muffins?
I mean, they're not bad, but I don't
All
eat.
right, you've tried a muffin. Okay,
I
I'm
don't,
trying to think.
I don't like choose. I will have a muffin with my breakfast or something. They're okay though. I mean, as long as they don't have like raisins or something weird in them that, some people serve.
Don't you work at Subway though, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever eat their food?
Yeah, I have like a foot long ham,
Yeah.
cheese, and lettuce. But to be fair, I've tried like our steak, our BMT, our club. Like I've eaten some of our foods, but I just stick with my go-to, which is just the plain old ham, no condiments. I don't like mayo. Don't like mustard.
All right, we already went through that.
Yeah, but not specific.
No, I think we got pretty specific. Or did we not?
He was asking if I ate the food at work.
Oh.
I love Subway. I go there all the time.
They retweeted you. Or no, they liked your comment, and then you got a coupon.
Oh yeah, that was for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
I got a free sub and like
the coupon.
five cookies for free.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, it's so cool.
I tweeted McDonald's, Popeyes, Taco Bell, Wendy's, and Subway. I said whoever responds to me first is gonna get my Super Bowl. And Subway's like, here you go, and here's a coupon.
You asked for the coupon, and they did a great job with that. They gave me a $3 sub.
Yeah, I asked for it.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, the subs are already $3, but okay. For a couple of them, 5 of them are. But
I think we're getting close to the good stuff here.
Yep. So
we were already into the good stuff.
Update on the timestamp. I'm at the 150 and 14 mark, and looking in the chat, Princess Aruka and Nat Dawn definitely want to be part of the voice acting thing. I already have 2 people cast though. I already have a Snoke and a Kylo. I already have 2 guys that do that, but I don't have like a Jason Solo. Screw Ben. That doesn't make any sense. I was going to include that, but it makes 0 sense, and I can't include something that makes completely 0 sense. So Jason, but I don't have his voice when the mask is off. So if they want to do that. And Lethal Lightning has joined the chat. He says proper Jeremy versus raged out Super Saiyan Broly? ?
Who?
You don't Dragon Ball?
You don't know Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Okay, now you got to do a watch party.
Bitch,
watching Dragon Ball Z.
You need to learn some stuff, but broski.
No, thanks.
You have time to watch 280.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline unless there's like a really good reason to do it.
It's awesome.
Dragon Ball Z. I mean,
it's really good.
I've been corrected many times. It's not Kamehameha. It's Kamehameha or something like that.
Kamehameha.
That's about it. And I played like a Game Boy Advanced game that was pretty dope, but that's about it.
You know all the blasts I do in my things and the Spirit Bomb thing I was doing? Like, that's all inspired from Dragon Ball.
Oh, I know that. I know the references, but I don't really like care too much to like watch an entire, I don't know how long this has been going on for, like 15-year series. No thanks. I don't have time to do that.
Well, it's not like it's just been continuing for 15 years. It was like made in the 70s, the first Dragon Ball was, and then there's a big gap between when they made Dragon Ball Z, and then another big gap between when they made they made GT, which was only 60 episodes, and it cut that whole series short, and then they had a big gap again. There's like been big gaps between all the series, so it's not like it's just been a continuum of continuousness. So, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. At some point, maybe there may be some episodes. If you have Funimation or Crunchyroll, they're on there. But if you don't, then probably don't bother, I guess. But
I love Dragon Ball Z.
Me too, bro. I should have had you on with Real to Real. I didn't know you.
Well, I like the series with Nappa and Vegeta first make their appearance.
The same.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite one. Cell and all those like that. That's the one.
Hell yeah.
Vegeta gets his tail cut off in the first week, and then he can't ever become a monkey again. It was great.
Yep.
Oh,
I love the
sorry, you took me down memory lane. That was like such a great.
I love the storytelling. How it's like the writers were telling Akira Toriyama, they're like, those villains aren't good enough. Make better ones. So he has to, scrub the. He has to use the ones he already drew and then make more. So there's more transformations, like with Cell, with the whole Android arc. He started with the Android 20 and 19. And then they're like, no, those aren't scary enough. Those aren't cool enough. And then they make 17 and 18. Those aren't good enough either. And then like that's why his editors are why there are so many villains and or like different transformations and stuff in Dragon Ball. Homework Channel Jeremy says,
this is it. This is it, by the way.
Yeah, this is where they had filmed a guy in a cage, and a real shark got caught up in the top of the cage.
And it's mixed in with the footage of the fake shark.
Yeah.
So what did Doug Life say or Hallmark say?
He was saying you watch movies that proper Jeremy recommends, and he can watch Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
Fair trade, maybe.
Fair trade. Well, except for can you watch 280 20-minute episodes of Dragon Ball?
Proper, what are you doing? You're becoming the victim now on Twitter. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
What do you mean I'm becoming the victim?
Yeah, in the chat, we're at the part where he's in the cage at the 154.5 mark. Where what's his face is getting attacked. Oh no! I'm just calling him Stan. So he had that cap on earlier, and it makes you think South Park.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you know what? That's actually kind of clever.
Mary, have you not seen this?
He gonna die.
Yeah. He had the poison. I will say this about the ending of the film. I guess, should I not give out spoilers? Oh my gosh, this film is 100 years old. Mary has not seen this. Oh.
Mary has
Mary.
What?
The ending is such a twist, and it happens so quick. With like, I think that was like such an amazing.
Wait, did you say she hasn't seen it?
Mary has not seen it. She said no.
Oh.
She said judge her. We're not going to judge you.
Hey, it's okay, Mary. I just joined I've finally seen Jaws Club today, so it's all good. 'Tis all good.
You know what? I kind of like Steel War's reply, by the way. He's like, I accept it all, like the way you spelled it. I thought it was kind of funny.
He's still making fun of me, and you're laughing. Thanks. Yeah.
Hey, I had to heart it because it was kind of funny. It's clever. I'm not.
Terminator Husky says, I'm still not part of the club. With the not seeing Jaws yet. If you guys can't hear my mom talking still, I have my door closed.
I can hear her
all the way in the thing, so I can hear a little bit of it, and I don't know if it's picked up on the mic. And then I heard my cat meow, 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 and I'm like, God, shut up. It's like always when I'm streaming. Lethal Lightning says, Steel Wars is a virgin. Midnight's Edge After Dark says, my favorite movie. Hey, buddy, I would have sent you a link, but I figured you're streaming tonight because I saw Nerdrotic was on as well, but that's all right. I'm going to be doing a lot more watch parties at Midnight's Edge, so I'll be posting a little list of that so people can see if they want to join in or not with those. I said Onan one too, because I think he said he was ratting on me about not seeing Jaws as well.
We're getting to the
we're getting into the graphic parts now. Mary is here. She's like, it ate him, it freaking ate him.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen this. Spoilers.
Yeah, well, that part too. Yeah, where he's done dying. Yep.
I love how he's like the shark teeth, the fake teeth, like are bending.
Yeah. I do now. It's kind of funny.
Like, burp, and then he's done vocalizing, and he's done. He's gone.
Yep.
And that's it.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
And I love how that was just, it's like, It was just like silence. And then comes in.
Midnight Sedge After Dark says he might be too distracted to enjoy it. Don't worry, Midnight Sedge. I watched the full movie before the watch party. So the way I'm doing these is I watch it by myself first, and then right afterward, I'm going to just set up the watch party so I can have it on while it's muted and chat with people and talk about it while we're doing it. Because I'm assuming the people that have that are at least in here have seen it usually. So that's how I'm doing the format now. I'm going to try to do it weekly. I cannot guarantee it because my work is like so annoying lately with scheduling stuff. I had to work an extra day this week, which, we finally got snow. It's the middle of February. We've had the driest winter, like hardly any rain, no signs of snow. It's pretty warm. And then we finally get snow and it's like partway into February. What the hell? Yeah, I know. Proper Jeremy, you've probably not gotten snow. You're lucky you're in Cali.
What's snow?
Exactly. Midnight Sedge says, nice. What was your final verdict? I didn't come up with a rating for it, but I would say it's a good film for sure. It doesn't look like one that I would want to watch repeatedly, but if I were to just give like on a technical film rating, definitely minimum 7 out of 10, but I'm going to give it an 8 just because, just seeing it now.
No, hate speech. Hate speech.
Creativity gets a lot of points, though. The use of, they had little use of the shark, which was good, which is why it's high, honestly.
Yeah, they tried to do it, but the shark would not work.
There's a lot of parts that I kind of was tuning out on. I was kind of like, okay, it's a little long, it's just not really wanting to focus. Again, if I saw this in the movie theaters, I'd probably enjoy this so much more because I'd be able to just completely focus. But just over here, I'm like, it's not as focusable. But I still like it, but probably won't watch it again unless it's like on or somebody really wants to see it, I suppose.
Take the flamethrower and set Jaws on fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Yeah. The Ancient One.
There's still pieces of the guy. There's still pieces of Quint hanging off of his teeth.
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't tell if that was his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Or if that was the body parts.
Oh, that was the body parts. And then when the shark is like going down, he used a sound effect like that was the same sound effect that he used in this movie that he had Duel, which was about a truck driver that didn't like really have a face chasing this one guy. And it was like the whole movie was about a chase. And he used a sound effect from that movie.
Cool.
TMI, I guess, but
that's supposed to be like a megalodon or something. No, a regular great white shark can get that big.
No, they can. It can be a 20-footer. Or, excuse me, 25. 3 tons of them.
Yep.
Apparently, like, people, like, cheered in the theater when Hooper, like, came up. It's just, like, we already saw that he escaped.
Yeah, they didn't show him dying. If anything, the chief thought that he was dead. But
yeah, they probably shouldn't have, like, added the shot. Like, he was actually supposed to die in... And he actually did die in the book, but he was supposed to die in the movie. But because of that Australian footage where they had, 3PO, you can like talk about that a little bit.
What's that?
Well, I don't know how much you got into it because I did cut you off because it was like an hour before with the real sharks.
Yeah. No, that was it. Basically, they were filming. It was off location.
In Australia, actually.
Yeah, it was Australia. They got some great footage, and they decided to use it. So
it was a real shark that got
tangled
caught.
up, and it got tangled up in a thing, and so they just added that to the movie. So it's pretty cool.
And I think that's what caused Hooper to live.
I'm telling people in the chat that the first half hour of the stream was filled with a lot of information, and that as we went on, it kind of, trained out a little bit to other things.
It did, like, sporadically.
Pretty
We
much.
probably shouldn't have brought it up in the stream. We should have kept to ourselves. But
yeah, just in case people do want to see the stream again, because they do like the film and commentary on it sometimes. So just to keep people updated. Yeah, Cybernetic Husky needs to see it, I guess, because he has not seen it yet either. Yeah, see, being someone who hasn't seen it until now, I would recommend that people that haven't seen it at least watch it once. But I just seen it now in the modern age after seeing all the references to it and everything and other shark movies. I give it like 7 or 8 out of 10. But knowing that it was the trend setter, I know it's higher, but just for me, I'm just not. Yeah, a couple people in other streams before were saying that that my perspective won't be that good on a lot of these films, but they think that I should love all these films. Like, I don't know if I'll like The Godfather. I don't know. Like, normally I don't like gangster type of films that look like The Godfather, so I don't know if I'll like it. The Sixth Sense, I already know the twist, so I don't know what effect it'll be watching. Like, if I'll be able to really go, oh, this is great. Or if I'll just
if you know the twist, then it's going to fizz.
Like, it just, to me, I won't be able to judge it on the, oh, this is a great film level. I'll judge it on the, I already know the big twist, so not really waiting on anything, but that's what modern day does to you, I suppose.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, that is the end of the movie. Hey, Death by Saber, you just missed the watch party. Same with Tim Christ. Yep, I always like to say Tim Christ. He said, when I was a kid, Josh scared the hell out of me. Now watching it a couple of years ago, it's pretty tame. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty tame. But I guess it's the feeling that the actors, try to sell, that it's freaky and scary, that makes it pretty good.
Yeah. Well, thank you for inviting me on, brother. I love this one.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm glad you guys are very informative on Jaws, because I didn't know half of that stuff. Only that the shark wasn't working. That was the only thing I know.
It's not very good with the ladies to have Jaws information.
Yeah,
so, you don't use that on a first date. So.
Do you have experience with that?
No, but I'm pretty sure if I talk to my wife about Jaws, she probably would not care. Probably still doesn't care. So.
Death by Saber says The Godfather Hut 1 and 2. I assume he means part 1 and 2. But then Midnight says, yeah, I love Voyage Home. What's that? Voyage Home. I have not seen or heard of that. I don't know.
No, I don't know that one.
I don't know what that one is. So John Wick was going to be that was going to be the one today, but I don't know where the DVD is. So I don't know when I'll do that one, but I think I have Kill Bill on Amazon. So that might be the next one. I'll post on Twitter what my next watch party will be, but I just don't know at the moment. Okay, yeah. Proper Jeremy's going to take a piss.
How am I supposed to sleep tonight? Just don't take a bath.
Yep, just don't
go in the swimming pool. Don't go in the ocean.
Don't get wet, Mary. Don't get wet.
Yeah, that's true. The Lost Boys is a great movie to watch. I love that one. Star Trek, that's a good one. Man, let me tell you, when you watch The Godfather, it's long. There's a lot. It's a lot of talking. Yeah.
Okay.
So be ready for that one. A good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Long movie. What else did you say? RoboCop. Did you see RoboCop? I'm looking at the movies.
At Dawn said Jaws and RoboCop, not good topics for first dates. That's what he says.
Yeah, I agree.
And Mega Jetty says that Midnight's Edge was referring to Star Trek 4. Oh, okay, that makes.
Oh, okay.
But
Star Trek 4 was awesome. I love that one.
I plan on watching Star Trek when I'm a little older, or if I get injured.
So Star Trek 1. Star Trek 1 was just weird, and then like 2, 3, 4 were like the best ones. Because there's like a series, like the Wrath of Khan. You must watch the Wrath of Khan.
Yeah,
2, 3, and 4. It's like 2, 3, and 4 all go together. I guess they all do after that, but the first Star Trek was just really, it was its own little story, and it was really weird. It was just weird movie. So When you watch that, you could probably skip one if you want my honest opinion.
I've heard that some of them are skippable. The only one I've seen part of Star Trek was the one with Christopher Lloyd, and he's like trying to kill them for some reason, and I don't remember what it was. I just walked into my mom watching it, and I was like, "What the hell is that? Is that Christopher Lloyd?" Yep. So.
Indeed.
That's the only Star Trek that I watched. I mean, I like Stargate. I like some of Stargate, and some people say that Star Trek and Stargate are kind of similar, but I don't know. Stargate has some long moments that are like, God, can we just move on? There's a lot of filler episodes that it's repeat plots and filler type episodes throughout the like 20 seasons of Stargate, so I figure Star Trek has similar stuff around there sometimes, but then there's the different series alone also. Again, if I have like a lot of time on my hands and like I don't have to like work or something, then I'll definitely give watching Star Trek a bigger try. There's so many other films and TV shows I have to watch still. I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. Angus has been on me to get watching on that. Not supposed to watch that at the beginning of January, but I don't like. I'm not saying it's bad, but I have to like be able to sit down and watch it. And to be able to sit down and watch something takes a lot, especially when it's like 40-minute or 50-minute episodes and however many episodes per season. It's like a lot of time to invest.
I think Game of Thrones is the best. So that's where I put my money.
But it's like also I know a lot of spoilers with some of that stuff too. Like some people.
Yeah, well, I guess they want you to watch it so bad because the last season is coming on, and
it's like if I could work like only 2 days a week or 3 days a week or something,
wouldn't that be nice?
Have that be it, and like not have to worry about posting content for a while, then I could totally at least watch some of it for sure. I could probably binge it in like a week probably.
No, I don't think so.
When they're 40,
a little longer than that.
Are they 40-minute episodes or hour-long episodes?
They're like hour-long episodes, but they're only like 10 and a season, so it's like you have to prioritize your time and just schedule it to make it work. But my uncle ruined season 6 for me, and then I stopped watching after that because it got really hard. It got harder and harder to find it online without having an HBO subscription or whatever. So yeah,
true.
So I'm a little behind too. I mean,
with that, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'm about to kill the stream in a sec anyway.
Yeah. Thank you, Rookie. Appreciate it. Love being on your stream.
Thank you.
I have to have you as an official guest at some point. Just had you.
Sounds good, brother. No worries.
Not as the guest. Even Proper Jeremy was a main guest at one point. So.
Let's not bring that up again.
I'm not. I just brought it at that. Mary says nothing but time will ever soothe my soul. Just gonna be dreaming about the death by shark.
There's no way that was the first time she ever watched it. There's no way.
This is the first time I ever watched it, so I mean, it is possible. Don't underestimate the people that haven't seen stuff you have. Yes.
All right, fair enough. I expected that this would be like the minimum that you watched, but like, I don't know anymore. Maybe.
What I'm going to do also is I'm going to pick out some movies that I don't think anybody else has seen that are good, and then you guys will be like, "Oh, I haven't seen this," and it's like because I've seen plenty of stuff. Just haven't seen like everything that's so popularized and loved. Like The Matrix, like my brother he owns the movies and like he's had it on, and I'd be glimpsing at it sometimes while I'm doing stuff, but like, I'm not watching it. I didn't really care what was going on with it. I know it was orgasmic for everybody else. But, like I didn't like the look of it or something when I was younger, and I mean maybe I'll look at it now and like it, but it's just certain ones just didn't catch me at the right time, I guess.
Yeah,
I feel like the time you watch it really matters sometimes.
Oh yeah. If you're exposed to certain movies at a young age, like Jaws, that's one of those movies. If you watch it at a young age, that's gonna.
I could see being a child and you see that other kid get eaten. That could have you freaked out for life.
Oh no. Actually, you know what? somebody earlier was saying like, hey, are you gonna have a Jaws 2 stream? I'm willing to host it if you want to partake in it, and if 3PO wants to partake in it, that'd be really fun.
Yeah,
if you're interested in, we can settle it in like the DMs and work it out. But
yeah, if we have time, I suppose.
yeah. If like the three of us have time, like we should definitely do that, because 3PO is a huge fan of Jaws as well, and yeah.
Right, but I probably wouldn't watch it with the volume on because I don't want to have to watch it twice. I'll just have it muted and watch as we go and talk about it, I suppose, just because I don't have the kind of time to watch the full movies and then also do watch parties with them.
But this was a good one. This was a good one that you needed to do a long time ago, and I'm so proud of you, Rookie. I'm so proud that you actually sat through it. You're so brave. So brave.
Yeah, again, I'll be trying to do it weekly so that I can watch films I haven't seen weekly and catch up on this. So I won't have a large list of movies I haven't seen, and then people can shut the hell up. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so that's about it. I'm pretty much rambling now. I'm gonna go eat some food, I suppose. What are you doing tonight, dude?
Eating food, I guess. I'm about to go to sleep in like an hour, but.
Makes sense. Mary says, is anyone doing a stream after this? I would imagine somebody will. If it's not any of us in the chat at the moment, somebody else probably will. She doesn't want to be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she have a stream earlier? Or Bonnie?
She did. No, both of them did. Yeah. I mean.
Well, Cuss Bullshitters was on, I think, during this. So they might have something up. EBS might be doing a stream.
Yeah. All right.
I suppose. Oh yeah, Proper. I forgot to message you about the tutorial that I was gonna have you help me on, but we can do that another week. This week got too caught up with me.
Okay, we can talk about that off air or whenever you're cool with that. But look forward to that, and also, I would really love just to see. I'd love. Yeah, just while it's still up on Netflix, to just see a reaction just to how much worse and worse this franchise gets. I mean, it only had like 4 movies for a reason. It got ruined somewhere. It went from like being like the greatest movie of all time, the highest grossing film of all time, to, oh dear Lord, Jaws Revenge.
By the time you get to the 4th one, I'm imagining the writers. So we're gonna do Jaws 4. 4th one. Well, what are we gonna do?
I have not seen anything on that. No behind the scenes on that. I have no interest in that. No, thank you.
I'm just saying that'd be. I'm trying to imagine what that would be like if like we were handed the title, and we have to make the movie, and it's like, what would this possibly be about?
Jaws: The Revenge. Well, based on what people have told you,
see,
you've got a pretty good idea.
I'm just trying to think what would I do if they're like, here's Jaws 4. Like if I haven't seen the other 3 Jaws film, or the other 3 ones, and just see the first one, they're like, make Jaws 4. I feel like
you only see the first one. Oh man, I don't know.
It's like,
I don't know. Do you want to actually join in and like watch before like Jaws Revenge? You really want to put yourself through that?
Well, no. I'm using as a fake scenario here.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Or to be like, imagine being the guys that were told to write Jaws 4. Or, okay, let's say they've seen the other 3, and they're like, write Jaws 4, and it's like, what else could you do? What do you want from us? Like, what substance can you get out of another shark movie with Jaws? Like, what?
You really can't, because it's not like having a serial killer like a main antagonist. They're all different antagonists, if you will. It's not like having Jason Voorhees comes back, or like Michael Myers comes back. No, this is a shark. It's a shark. It's a creature. That's about it.
It's like water. I mean, you really can't do anything with it. I mean, unless maybe they go like 1,000 years into the future, and it's like just another big shark, but it's attacking future people that live underwater. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Have Aquaman fight a shark? I don't fucking know.
Well, the 3rd movie was probably the only other one that like could have you know, been interesting. I don't know. Do you know anything about Jaws 3 at all?
Was that the one that I know? That's the one that had shitty effects. What was the one that had Michael Caine?
It was 3D. Michael Caine was Jaws: The Revenge, the 4th movie. Oh my god, that was.
I think I've seen some of Jaws 4 on TV.
Oh,
I remember he got pulled out of the water. I just remember that specifically. He got pulled out of the water. He's like soaked, and then in the next clip, he's like completely dry. I'm like, what?
Right, but I do recommend. I highly recommend. If we do a Jaws 2 stream, that you watch that movie and then watch that. I know you don't really have time and everything. I don't want to have you do that for all of them, but like that's not a bad movie to actually watch. Like that, it's not horrible. Like it's really it holds up as best as you can get without Spielberg involved.
Well, if we could wait a week or two to watch that, then sure. But
no, I'm not asking you to do this immediately. You know, when you have the time, because you know,
it's exposing me to the movie.
Oh no. I'm just saying, like, this would be a cool, like, fun, you know, series to do, but you know, spaced out in the time that's convenient for you. Like, would that be all right?
Maybe next weekend. If I have my schedule worked out for next weekend, maybe Saturday night, maybe could be.
After the Council of Jeremy's? Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
I work. I think I'm opening next week. I think so. Okay. I'll probably miss the Council of Jeremy's, but I should be able to.
That's okay. Later. No, that's fine. But yeah, I highly recommend, like, you just like. Just because I want to see your reaction to all this, and just like, just how you feel about all it. Oh my god. Because it's all downhill from here. But anyways.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I see Peter Griffin just joined the chat. We're just about to head out, dude. But thanks for stopping by. Tim Christ is saying Jaws 1 and 2 were really good. 3 and 4 were such a waste. Like the Piranha movie is worth watching. Yeah, it's not that good. Yeah. And Mega Jetty says, do you have The Golden Child starring Eddie Murphy? Never heard of it.
What? No.
The Golden Child? I don't know.
No. I heard of Daddy Daycare, but
yeah, I've seen Daddy Daycare. I saw that one. Does that count? Am I good? No. I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Have a good night. This was fun, and I will post a stream update on things this weekend.